Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to another Sunday night live stream. My name is Dean. Tonight I'm answering your YouTuber questions. If you do have a question, look at the pinned comment or head down to the description below. I've got a link to a form. Form's gonna pop up, drop your question in there. It's gonna guarantee that I actually see your question, because if I'm making eye contact with the camera, I'm not really looking at the chat, so there's a good chance that I'm going to miss your question there. So YouTube questions, gear questions, mobile creator questions, how to grow, how to get more subscribers. We're answering all that stuff today. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. I hope you guys had an awesome week. How's your weekend been? We're at the end of the weekend. We're in April. What is going on? This year is absolutely flying by already. Tommy, how you doing? Beanie, how you doing? James Pruitt, sir, how you doing? Nice to see you guys in here. Pixelpia, how you doing? DBZ Collector, how you doing? I probably missed some people here, so hope everybody's doing well. Because I posted this a little bit early, these questions have piled up, so I'm gonna go ahead and just jump on these and get right into it. I wanna get to as many questions as humanly possible during this live stream today. So Wade Lemons comes in with the first question, who says, so it's been 90 days of my life. Wait, it has been 90 days of my life has been banned and I need to get unbanned. How do I, oh, okay. So you probably got a community guideline strike and your channel has, you're banned from live streaming possibly for, or maybe even uploading for 90 days. How do you contact them if you're not in the YouTube partner program? The best thing you can do if you've got a problem with YouTube and you're not in the YouTube partner program, which means you can't really contact someone directly through chat, contact them on Twitter at Team YouTube. So @ Team YouTube, and go into it that way. I wish you the best of luck. Next question is coming from Jeff Eatley. Hey Jeff, how's it been, man? Haven't spoken to you in a little while. Here's my question. I'm participating in April Vlogathon, where you post a video every day this month. Well, I've been doing this and barely any of my videos are getting over 100 views. People have told me thumbnails and content are good, but in your mind, what should change? Hashtag Niminati for life. Okay, show of hands in the chat right now. How many people, and Pia, I see your super chat, and we're gonna get into it here in a moment. We're gonna drop the funk here in just a little bit. Hey, Neil, how you doing? How many people in here participate in things like Vlogmas or Veda or Vlog Every Day in April? How that's Veda, isn't it? How many people do that? Type in yes if you do that. Hey, Paul, how you doing, man? Xiaoju fangirl, how you doing? So if you're engaged in that sort of thing where it's like, you know, I'm gonna vlog every day in December, or I'm gonna vlog every day for this. How many people are doing that? The Letta Challenge, yes, me, the Banks family. Hey, Nurse Flipper, how you doing? Congratulations on your milestones. Camera Junkie, how you doing, sir? Jaden. Okay, so I've got some input on that. Hey, Heidi, how you doing? If you are doing, okay, there's two ways to look at this, right? So I'm gonna lay both of these out, and I'm not gonna say it's right or wrong, but just think about it this way. If you are uploading the videos in an attempt to try to build channel momentum, try to get views, you have to understand that there are hundreds or thousands or maybe even hundreds of thousands of people who are also uploading more right now doing the same thing, right? So vlog every day on April. How many people are vlogging every day on April? Therefore, it's making your content not as easy to find because everyone is vlogging every day in April. So unless your vlog is really good, in most cases, it's going to reduce the ability to actually be found when you're vlogging. Okay, so in terms of discoverability, doing this stuff every day, doing these challenges, I think it lowers your chance for discoverability. The other side of that coin is the more you do something, the better you get at it. So you can be building a skill, you can get better at editing quickly, you can become more efficient as a content creator, you can become better at creating your thumbnails, but that other side of the coin is everybody else is doing the exact same thing. Exact same thing, vlog every day. How many hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of people are vlogging every single day in October? So that's what you're dealing with. If you're noticing that you're doing it and it's not really working to your advantage number-wise, that's what's going on. But in terms of, you know, learning how to do stuff, I think it's a good idea there. But I just wouldn't always lean into it in terms of like, I hope this grows my channel. It might, but you'd understand everybody else is doing the same thing. But you know, practice makes perfect. So understand that going in. Jeff, if that could be the thing, Jeff, you could just be choosing the wrong topics. Your messaging, I don't. Jeff, are you still in here? Hey, Tommy, how you doing, man? I don't know if Jeff is still in here. Fat Squatch Game, how you doing? Fat Squatch Games. I'm gonna see if Jeff shows up in here, or maybe he came and went. I'll keep an eye out for him while I move on to the next question. Next question is, and Pia, we got to get you here. The Mesmerizing Collective asks the next question. It says, hey, D, I'm using an iPhone 12 to download all the videos on my channel. What professional and extra accessories outside of a Rode mic and the Boya BY-M1 mic should I upgrade for new content? Okay, so if you're doing everything on your iPhone 12, first of all, the camera's fantastic. iPhone 10, specifically the iPhone 11 and iPhone 12, the camera's fantastic. If you have a good microphone, you're obviously going to need something to actually hold the phone, so some sort of a tripod. If you want something that's handheld, I love the Switch Pod. The Switch Pod is my favorite thing. I also love little things like this. This is actually a hodgepodge of things that I put together, but I also like little things like this, right, where I can set it down. I love traveling with stuff like this. So I can hold it, I can put it down. It's got a cold shoe mount on top, so I can put some sort of a microphone on there. So you need some sort of a tripod, and you need, you've got the audio down, it looks like. So I think you need everything. You don't need a gimbal. A lot of people who buy phones think that they need a gimbal. Gimbals can come in handy if you're trying to film cinematic type footage, or you're trying to do smooth B-roll and that sort of thing. Then it can come in handy. It can also come in handy if you're trying to film yourself with a gimbal, because the software that you put in your phone, you can activate that with the gimbal and say, track my face or track this object, and then put the gimbal up on a stand, and then it will actually follow you around. So you can move around the room and the gimbal is actually going to track you. So if that's what you need, a gimbal could work. Otherwise, man, I think you have enough. Just keep going. Next question from Mike Makish. How you doing, man? Thanks for the tips you gave me last week. My pleasure. I'm working on 2 different videos. One on how to edit them, which ends with a demonstration on how to delete them. Do you think I should leave that section in the second video, or do a separate video on deleting subtitles? Those are 2 totally different videos. And this applies to every single person in here. Okay, guys, I see the super chats. I just happened to look down and I see the super chats. I'm going to get to everybody here in a second. So thank you in advance. Hey, Tish, how you doing? Always remember why people are clicking on the thumbnail. Give them what they clicked for. Because if they click to learn how to edit with this particular app, and then you give them that on a tutorial-based channel, they're gone. They're gone as soon as they learn that last step, so it's going to hurt your audience retention. Give them what they click for, put the rest in another video. Okay, we're going to address the super chats, and I'm going to try to go backwards here. Hold on. I'm moving backwards. Pixel P, where's P is at? There it is. We're going to kick this off right. Let's go. Super chat. Thank you, Pixel P. Much appreciated. Always coming in to kick it off right. I appreciate you. All right, scrolling on down here. Hey, Stacy Morgan. How you doing, my man? Gulf Coast Granny, how you doing? You voted on the poll. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm scrolling through here to see the other super chats. What did I miss? Hold on here. There we go. Midnight Gamer. Hey, D, quick question for you. I made 7 shorts videos within the past month. The first 3 got high views, but not the others. What may be the problem? Okay, so we got a couple things going on with YouTube Shorts. Show of hands, who is making YouTube Shorts? Say yes if you're making YouTube Shorts. Say no if you're not making YouTube Shorts. Here's what's happening with YouTube Shorts. 1, now everyone is making YouTube Shorts. So where you might have been, it might have been easier to get more views on your YouTube Shorts a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago. A lot of people are finding that it's becoming increasingly more difficult to get views on YouTube Shorts. If you had some views or some 3 shorts that got high views, I don't know what your definition of high is. Is it like a couple thousand or a couple million, a couple 100,000? But the others didn't. That doesn't mean that they won't. So Beanie Draws, who's in here, he had a short that had been laying dormant for 3 months out of the blue, 3 months later, it goes into the short shelf and it's off and running. So that could happen to those videos, or you might have just made shorts that just didn't connect with people, right? Shorts are no different than your videos. They're no different, right? If you make a video and it's not the right video, it's not the right topic, it doesn't connect with your audience. Shorts are no different. Just because you make a short doesn't mean it's going to end up in the short shelf. It doesn't mean it's going to get a bunch of views. You still have to connect with your audience. So thank you for the super chat. Moving on down here. Romantic, how you doing, sir?
Super chat.
You got 5 on it. Yes, sir, you do. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. Next one coming right in. Coming in from Coconut Pete. Gonna slide you in nice and slow.
Super chat.
Thank you so much. It says, do you have any tips for running giveaways on YouTube? Yeah, my biggest tip for you is this. If you're thinking about doing a giveaway to grow your channel, that is the worst thing you could possibly do. Reason being is you will get people to come in. You're going to get views. You're going to get numbers. You might even get subscribers, but they're only there for the giveaway. Okay? A lot of people think, I'm going to give stuff away. I'm going to get subscribers. I'm going to get views because I'm doing giveaways. Yeah, but that's the wrong way to go about it, because they are there for the thing or things that you're giving away. They're not there because of the content that you're actually making. So doing giveaways for growth is the wrong idea. Now, if you're doing a giveaway just because you want to give away to your audience, that's fine. I would have to actually search. If you want to hit me up privately, send me an email, my name at Gmail, send me an email. YouTube does have a little bit of verbiage that you're going to have to put in there. You do have to announce that there's a giveaway, that sort of thing. If you want to send me a private email on that, I'm happy to send you some links on that. But if you're doing it for the growth of your channel, I strongly urge you not to do it. As tempting as it is, even if you've seen other people do it, there are a lot of channels out there that have they've completely inflated their subscriber numbers by doing giveaways. But the people don't stick around, right? They don't watch the videos. They were there for the thing. They either got the thing or they didn't get the thing. And then they bounce. So if you're doing it just to give it away, reach out to me privately, and I can help you a little bit more there. Hey, Ms. Chrissy, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I think I got all the super chats. If I miss a super chat, somebody let me know. Timer Bernard says there are bots that scour for giveaways and can cause your analytics to go bananas. Good channels don't need giveaways. Right? There you go. I was today years old when I learned I can pop out the chat. Did you just learn you can pop out the chat window? Oh my goodness. Hey, Charlie, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you in here. All right, I think I got all the super chats. If I missed your super chat, speak now. Hold on, let's see. Neil says, I changed the thumbnail on one of my shorts 2 weeks ago, and it took it from 3,000 to 11,000 in a week. See, now that's interesting because I've heard people talking about changing thumbnails. YouTube strips out your thumbnail once it's inside of the short shelf. So here's the thing. Did the thumbnail change actually cause the growth, or was it just time for that video in the short shelf, right? Because it doesn't show the thumbnail once it's in the short shelf. It does show the thumbnail when it's on your channel. So yeah, that's interesting. Could be related. Maybe you changed the thumbnail, which means more people clicked on it when they got maybe search traffic, browse traffic, suggested traffic. YouTube saw that people were clicking on that more and said, wow, people are watching this short video. Let's put it in the short shelf. So maybe that could have happened. That's possible. It goes to show you, though, you have to keep on testing things. Here we go.
Super chat.
Fat Squatch Games, thank you so much. It says, in your opinion, I average close to 2,000 watch hours per 28 days. Is that good for having 2,400 subs? Wanted your thoughts on that, trying to gauge it. So think of it this way. Instead of trying to gauge, is this good for my channel or this type of channel or my channel size, compare it against how you did the month before. right? If you're always like, hey, I only get 2,000 hours of watch time every month, you're not really growing that much in terms of watch time. But if you're like, hey, I started out at 1,000, and then the month after that, I got 1,200, and the month after that, I got 1,500, now I'm up to 2,000, and the next month comes and you get 2,200. Like if that's the trajectory, that's how you measure it. But in terms of like, I get 2,000 a month, that's not the right way to look at it. Measure everything. Measure your watch time, views, subscribers, everything against how you were the month before, right? Look at it in 1 block intervals. See if I got everybody's now. Hey, Doug, how you doing, man? All right, moving on to the questions because they're piling up here. The question is, Joe King Moron, who says, I've been seeing playlists with hundreds of thousands or even millions of views lately. Yeah, because playlists can get recommended to people and they can show up when people are searching for things. I've recently made my own music playlist and it's being viewed a bit. I was wondering if playlists get your channel some attention or not. Well, it depends. If it's a playlist full of your own content, absolutely yes. There is a growth strategy where people do create playlists of high-performing videos from other channels, and then they stick 1 or 2 of their videos in there, hoping that if people like those videos, that they will like their own videos and they come over and watch their content. So there is some strategy that people use. Some people have success with that. The key is finding the right type of content to build a playlist with that your content will actually connect with, right? So it makes sense. So yeah, you can definitely use a playlist to get attention to your channel. Absolutely. It is a strategy that some people use. Next question comes from, is it iBlind or LBlind? I'm not sure. Question is, should I add a hashtag short in my tags? In your tags, no. If you're going to put hashtag shorts, put it in your title or put it in your description. YouTube is still recommending that people put hashtag shorts. However, as most of you know, there are plenty of videos showing up in the short shelf that do not have hashtag shorts. So I would say this, if your video is good, really good, then it's probably going to go in the short shelf with or without the hashtag. But if you're just trying to get that little extra edge, just put hashtag shorts in either your title, at the end of the title, or down in your description. You don't need to put it in your tags. That's not what tags are for. Next question from the Banks family, who says, how do I get more people in my channel? By making videos that they're interested in. I'm just going to give a peek. I'm going to have a gander here at your channel. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to pull you up here because this is a great opportunity. Hey, Dana, how you doing? Nice to see you in here, Dana. For everybody who doesn't know, Dana works over at StreamYard. She does some amazing live streams over in the StreamYard channel. So if you guys I know you're using StreamYard, who is a sponsor of today's show. So be sure to check out one of her live streams. I'm going to pull up the channel here. 1 second. Here we go. So the Banks family. Okay, so I'm going to use this as an opportunity to kind of go through everybody. If you're in the chat right now and you're just getting started, you're trying to figure out what is what, how do you do things, pay attention because this applies to you. The first thing I want you to pay attention to here is your channel art. All right, you're going to have to look at this. You can see, first of all, your text is getting cut off here. So you're going to want to realign that, okay? So I see this, the Banks family. And then I see this, Malachi. Does that say Malachi? I don't know what that means. So if your value proposition is, and by value proposition, it means this is what you're telling people your channel is about, crushing spiritual apathy. If that's what you're telling people your channel is about, make that big and bold and right here in the center, because I don't know what Malachi stands for. I don't know if that's another language for something. I have no idea what's going on with that, right? So you've got this, which is a disconnect. Then you've got the Banks family, right? I'm thinking family vlog. You're talking about spiritual content. So now I come down to your content here, and you're doing diss track reactions, right? Look at the whole video to find out. Go follow. Like, you're making content that is just, it's all over the place, and you're telling people to go follow different people, right? So you're making content that really doesn't speak to anyone. You're not having a conversation with anyone. You're just throwing all sorts of different types of content up there. And you say, hey, go follow this person. Go follow that person. Here's a diss track reaction. First of all, that has nothing to do with what you're telling people. I need to, where's my marker? I can't turn my marker off. Go Windows. Awesome. Yeah, so here's the thing. You need to figure out who you're trying to have a conversation with. I thought you had that up at the top, crushing spiritual apathy. So your videos should be about that if that's what you're putting in your channel art. Don't make videos telling people to go follow other people. Nobody's interested in that. Nobody cares about that. Think about what you want to do on the platform. What are you going to share with people? Why should someone watch your video in the first place? If the only videos you're making is just so you can like tell people to go follow other people, that's not very interesting, okay? Now, this is a little bit better. Tips on how to teach better. Okay, a little bit of focused on there. Prank videos, Q&A number 1. You're doing cooking channels, or you see where we're going with this? Your content is all over the place. So now I know you're just getting started, and you might be trying a bunch of different things. But so what I would do is, since you have all of these different interests, okay, at this stage, it is a little okay to be trying out different things to see what works, right? Don't want your stuff up on the wall, see what sticks. But once you notice one particular type of content that sticks better than others, lean into that and stop doing the other stuff. Another thing you're going to want to do is go to youtube.com/verify. This is a free thing that you go through with YouTube. You need to verify your channel if you have not done so already. This is going to allow you to upload custom-made thumbnails. You got to up your thumbnail game. Your thumbnails are just screen grabs. If you're sitting there, nobody's going to click on that, right? It just means straight up with you, people are not going to click on the random screen grabs of you like laying in a bed or something like that, talking about tips on teaching. You need to learn how to make thumbnails. You can use canva.com, placeit.net, lots of different places where you can actually get thumbnail templates and build your own. I have videos showing you how to use free apps to make your own thumbnails, but you need to go through that to learn how to make thumbnails so people get clicked. And I think I just missed a super chat. Hey, Sweeney, how you doing, man? Where's the super chat? I think I missed this one here. My competitors' channels.
Super chat.
Yeah, it's too loud. My competitors' channels are blowing up and we produce the same content. Do you have suggestions on how I can gain more success? Title, tags, thumbnails. Yeah, the first thing you can do is forget about tags. Tags are not going to make you succeed. Let me say that again. Tags are not going to make or break your video. Okay, when you go to upload your video, the place right before you add the tags, YouTube tells you the tags are just not that important, right? Use them for misspellings and that sort of thing, but don't think tags are going to move the needle. If you have competitors that are blowing up and they produce the same type of content, then you have to think of what you can do to take it a step further. So look at the videos that are blowing up for your competitors and then think, what would be a logical part 2 to this video that they haven't done yet? Or how can I make the same video but make it better? What did they do wrong? What can I add to that video to make it better? So if your competitors are blowing up and you're worried about that, first of all, I wouldn't worry about competition because everybody's different, right? Your people who are going to like your competitors, they may or may not like you. Doesn't matter. Stay in your own lane on that one. But you can look at what's working for them. You can do those same videos for yourself. Just you have to make them better. If they're not as good, your competitors are going to get all the juice on that one, right? So that's what you do. Focus on the stuff that's working for your competitors. If you're worried about that, lean hard into that. But I don't, when it comes to competitors, there is strategy in terms of, if I look at someone like, say, Think Media, fantastic channel, right? So they're also doing creator content. They're doing mobile content. So if I wanted some video ideas, I could go look at their videos that are doing well in the mobile department and say, okay, well, those are doing really well. Can I make a part 2 to this video? Or can I make my own version of this video and kind of do things? Maybe they missed some things. Maybe I think I can do it better. Then I'll make those videos, right? There's strategy behind that. But forget about tags. Just forget about tags. I know that's counterintuitive, and I'm just going to show you guys because I actually showed this last live stream, and I'm going to show you again because not enough people saw this. So let me go here. Give me 1 second. So let me share my screen. Give me 1 second here. So this is inside of YouTube Studio. And I want everybody to pay attention. Here we go. Inside YouTube Studio. Look at the tags area right here. Now, I want to say this. I still use tags. Even though YouTube says they're not that important, I still use them, and I will continue to still use them until they remove this feature. Okay? Now, I don't rely, I know that no matter what these tags say, it's not going to move the needle on my video. I know that. But I also know that they still give us this feature, so I do still use it. But this is what they say. Tags can be useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. Boom. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in helping viewers find your video. So this is YouTube right here telling you that tags play a very minimal role. So in terms of what tags can I do better, tags are going to be the least important thing. Focus on your thumbnail click-through rate. Focus on your average view duration, your audience retention, getting people to watch longer. Those are the things that you focus on. I think I missed another super chat. Hey, there we go. Thanks to the Nimmons, I'm closing in on 100K. What? Tow trucker, are you serious? Always great to drop in and say hello. Thanks again, and tell Nick I said hello. Good evening, and good luck to you all. Man.
Super chat.
Tow trucker, you have been around for as long as I've been on the platform, and you're closing in on 100,000. Dude, I'm super stoked for you. Can we just get a hashtag congratulations or hashtag congrats for Tow Trucker? That is fantastic.
Welcome to the Nimminati.
Now, hello, TV. Welcome to the Nimminati. Head over to the community feed. When this stream is over, I will put a link to my to the private Facebook group. Make sure when you join the group, when it asks you what your YouTube channel is, make sure you put your link in there, and welcome. We just had a members live stream yesterday. We're going to get on a regular weekly schedule on that. So welcome. Congrats, right? Nice work, Tow Trucker. Yeah, that's fantastic. Claim that play button. Claim that. And by the way, if you can't figure out where you can actually go to claim your play button and all of that and get the little tick next to your name, hit me up privately. I can send you those links. Boom. Yep, there you go. All right, next question. Next question is Coconut Pete, who says, why recommendations do you have to pivot a random multi-topic channel into a more brandable niche channel? Why recommendate? Why? Okay, I'm going to try to decipher this. Why do you recommend that you have to pivot from a multi-topic channel into a more brandable niche channel? Okay, here's the way YouTube works. So the question is here. Why do people recommend that you niche down instead of having a multi-niche channel? Okay. It's recommended that you niche down for the following reasons. One, you can build a community of people who are into the same things that you're into, and they're into all the content that you're uploading. Here's the way YouTube works. You upload a video, right? You upload a video, and immediately YouTube starts looking at all of the data from the video. Who clicked, who didn't click, people who did click, how long they watched, so on and so forth. The more people click, the longer people watch, the more people YouTube will get that video in front of, so on and so forth. But let's say you have a lot of different topics on your channel and you upload a cooking video, right? And you bring in tons of subscribers and people love your cooking videos. Wow, we really love your cooking videos. And then you upload a video about a tutorial for how to edit on your iPhone. And people go, that's not really what I came for. I'm interested in your cooking videos. And nobody or very few people click on that iPhone editing video. YouTube sees that negative signal and says, wow, subscribers are not interested in this video. People are not interested in this video. They're not clicking, they're not watching. So that video just kind of sinks down and it doesn't get the legs that it would normally get if people were interested in that video. So the more niche, the more aerodynamic you can make your site, the better it's going to be overall. That doesn't mean you can't do a variety channel. It just means you're probably going to grow a lot slower if you can streamline everything and niche down, right? Years ago, variety channels were easy to grow. 2021, it's incredibly difficult to grow a variety channel. You can do it. It's just going to take you a lot longer than if you focused on a particular topic and you build a community around that topic and you told YouTube with every video what your channel is about, what your video is about. The more YouTube understands your video, the better chance that your videos are going to get in front of the right audience who are not subscribers, bringing more people into your channel. And I'm missing a whole bunch of super chats. Hold on one second here. Team Jake. Jake.
Welcome to the Niminati.
Welcome to the Niminati. Same thing when the stream's over. I'm going to put a link to the private Facebook group over on the community feed on my channel. Welcome. Like I said, we just had a members live stream yesterday. I'm running a poll right now with the members actually to figure out which day we're going to do weekly member live streams on. That's where we can do I can dig in and do deeper channel reviews, give you more deeper advice, that sort of thing. So thank you. Looking forward to checking out your channel and hanging out. Let's see, here we got Mobile Gamer again.
Super Chat.
What is good audience retention for more views? Okay, audience retention is relative, but it's a good idea, right? Just a general best practice. Try to aim for 50% if you can. If you go beyond that, that's even better. But if you're getting like 20%, 30%, you need to be better. Now, when I say it's relative, here's the way it works. YouTube is going to rank videos based on performance. That means videos that have a better click-through rate and have better watch time for the video, better average view duration. Those videos are outperforming you, so they're going to get better ranking than your video is. So the more you can get people to click, the longer you can get people to watch, the better rank you're going to get. Now, that being said, you can still have a lower click-through rate and a lower audience retention score and still rank high if you're still outperforming other videos that are comparing or that are competing for the same topic, right? So the norm for your niche could be lower than the norm in general. So you might be ranking for something, and even though your numbers are low, you're still outperforming the other videos. Those are even lower. So I would say aim for as high as you can, but I would set the bar at 50%. Right? And once you hit 50, trying to get 55. If you can make it to 55, you can tweak it and edit it a little bit more, and you can make it to 60. So you can absolutely do that. Gulf Coast Granny, I missed your super chat. Here we go.
Super Chat.
Hey, Deeb, since I've been watching your Sunday lives back in January, I've gone from 1,600 watch hours to 2,000. That's what I'm talking about. I'm halfway to monetization. Thank you for your common sense advice. I'm excited for you. Thank you. So you're halfway there. You're almost there. You're halfway to monetization. That's fantastic. I love it. Let me know when you're monetized. Thank you for the super chat. That's awesome, man. I love it when you guys are hitting your milestones, when you're getting monetized, when you're getting your brand deals. I absolutely love it. It makes what I do. Hey, Tesla Picker, what's up, man? It makes what I do all worthwhile, and it helps me get through those creative funks sometime where I'm just like, where it's like, man, there's just so much going on, and I just don't want to make a video. And then I hear stuff like this, or I hear things like, hey, man, the advice you gave me helped me get my first brand deal, and it's just like, it charges me back up. So thank you for sharing that. Let's see here. Hey, welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard. I think I missed. Yep, there we go.
Super Chat.
Presentations by Crystal. How do you revive a dead channel? I used to get 1,000 or over, I'm guessing, views. All of a sudden they stopped. Okay, there's a couple things that could be happening. Did you change the direction of your channel? Right? Presentations by Crystal. I'm actually going to look your channel up 1 second. Hold on. I don't want to give you presentations by Crystal. Let's see if I can find you under this name. Presentations by Crystal. All right, I'm going to pull you up, and I'm just going to workshop this with everybody here. Let's see. What do we got here? There you are, presentations by Crystal. So let me see what's going on with your channel. Homeschool, work from home mom, presentations by Crystal. Okay, let me look at your videos. I'm just going to give you a little nitpick here. If you're going to add these other channels here, put them at the very bottom. Put them at the very bottom down here, because what you don't want to happen when somebody lands on your channel right? As soon as they land on your channel, they're like, okay, here's your video, and oh look, these other channels. I'm gonna go click on Mommy Visions, and boom, they're gone. You lost them. So if you are gonna put other channels, put them at the very bottom. You can adjust those. Get them out of the way. Focus people on the right type of content. Now let's check out your uploads here. Channel update. Okay, channel update, not necessary. My dreams come true. Does that have anything to do with homeschooling? I don't know. Christmas haul, Walmart special. Boom. Doesn't have anything to do with homeschooling. Well, okay, right? You see what's happening here? Mom does the cleaning. Okay, that one could be a little bit better. Giveaway alert. Okay. That could be something related. My baby, that works, but it could be your dog. Work from home mom life. Okay. Walmart, no budget. Preschool, 13-year-old college, setting up UP for Christmas, day in the life of a working mom. Okay, so some of these are on the right track. So what you need to do when you're figuring out your content, right? It has to you're telling people this is what your channel's about. Homeschooling, work from home mom. That's what your channel's about. Those are kind of the same thing, right? I'd figure out how to say that a little bit better. It's like, is it about like how to be a work-at-home mom, how to make money while you're working at home, or is it about homeschooling? It's a little bit of both. You could define that a little bit better. And then anything that doesn't have to do with that, don't upload it to your channel. Channel updates, not interested. Trips to Walmart, that's you're doing something else. Walmart hauls. All right, now I'm gonna look at your most popular videos. Enjoy my favorite videos. 2 hours, that doesn't really have anything to do with it. Food stamp grocery haul, okay. Pleasurable sex positions to try. Videos of my, okay, so here's extreme cleaning, pandemic, food stamp haul. Okay, you see what's happening here? So there's a major disconnect. So I'm expecting a particular type of content and your name even, presentations. Before I looked at your channel art, presentations by Crystal, I actually expected you to teach people how to be public speakers or give presentations or that sort of thing. Then I come down, homeschooling. Okay, so I'm expecting information on homeschooling, how to homeschool your kids, so on and so forth. And then work from home mom. And I'm not seeing that type of content here. So even though it seems like you're on a path, you're uploading all this different sorts of content. So here's what I would tell you to do. Go through the content that did resonate with your audience, right? Like my favorite videos, I don't even know how that got so many because I'm assuming that's organic. You didn't buy anything. But let's say this, food stamp grocery haul. Okay, I'm seeing a pattern here. Food stamp grocery haul, pandemic food stamp haul. People are interested in this. And of course, they went into cleaning, videos of mine you might enjoy. Pleasurable sex, that's totally different, right? So you've got you've got a disconnect of information coming onto your channel here. So what I would do, again here, food stamp grocery haul, food stamp haul. You see what's happening? Some of these are connecting like relationship advice. $70 Aldi grocery haul. Grocery haul, right? So the food stamp stuff is really connecting with an audience. There's just so many people right now in the U.S. that are all over the world actually that are struggling. Food stamps in this particular situation definitely applies to in the U.S. I would try making more videos about things that have to do with food stamps. Food stamp hauls at different stores, so on and so forth. Actually, they might have food stamps in other countries as well. That was I shouldn't have assumed that one. But food stamps have been working versus the videos that you're making now. Christmas haul, Walmart haul, Walmart no budget. That's a little bit better, but it seems like when you put the words food stamps in your titles, you are speaking to someone directly versus like Walmart, no budget, snack food haul. That just sounded like you took a bunch of keywords and just stuffed them together instead of just trying to speak to someone directly who has food stamps and maybe you're showing them the best place to get the most value out of those food stamps. So here's what I would do for you. I would put together a content strategy. Hold on here. I don't get food stamps. That was the kids for the pandemic. We don't qualify for that. Okay, you don't qualify for that, but that's what connected to your channel. You made videos about it, right? Keep in mind, you made videos about something and then it connected, right? You also made some videos about sex and relationships and that sort of thing, and that connected. But those two aren't in alignment with each other. So what you need to do, right? So your videos have plummeted and you're trying to figure out why. Because you made videos that connected with people, and now the videos that you're making, you're not getting that same connection. So if you can make videos about food stamps, I would bet that if you did a handful of those, it'd probably do well. But if you don't qualify for those and you can't make more videos on that, then maybe you can talk about relationships. That did well for you. If you don't want to go down that territory, then you're kind of stuck, right? You're kind of starting over from scratch. But what you need to do is go through and look at what did work and look at the videos that did work. Don't just find one breakout video and say, that did good. You know, like the sex advice. That seems like a one breakout video, right? See if you can find 2 or 3 or 4 types of videos. 2, 3, or 4 videos that are similar videos. And say, okay, these videos worked, right? Like food stamps stuck out to me. If you can't do the food stamp videos anymore, find something else besides the food stamps that worked and do more videos like that. Because that's what's happening. You're doing a different type of content now. Those videos resonated. The new videos are not resonating. That's hey, Brandon, how you doing? You don't have any food stamps to do those videos. Okay, well, see, this is the difficult part of having a channel, right? So if you don't have food stamps and you can't make those videos, could you make, or even are you interested in this? Are you interested in making videos for people who might have food stamps where you can help guide them? Even though you don't get food, like I don't have food stamps either, but if I did some research, I could probably figure out all about food stamps and I can probably direct people in the right places, right? But you're going to have to figure out the direction that you want to go to with your channel. It might not be food stamps. You might want to go with sex and relationship advice, but whichever way it is, pick one and run with it, right? Because you've got food stamps, sex advice, relationship advice, Walmart hauls, Christmas hauls. You've got all these different types of content, and that isn't the stuff that's working now, and because you're making completely different content than what the people reacted to early on. So you're going to have to make that difficult decision of trying to figure out what it is you actually want to make, and then move forward that way. You're not getting the views because you've changed the type of content that you're making. Locust Street Cottage says, just buy food stuff that qualifies on food stamps. Yeah, but you know, the thing is, you might not even want to go down that road. You're like, hey, I made these videos to help people, but that's not what I want to make my channel about. So you're going to have to think long and hard. What am I going to make my channel about? What direction do I want to go in? And then put your blinders on and just start going in that direction and stay in that direction. Hey, what's going on? Simon Says Farms. Nice to see you. Yeah, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy, right? As a creator, someone who's making videos on the platform, we all have different interests. We all kind of drift back and forth from time to time with our content. I've done it on my channel, so I know exactly where you're coming from. But we have to look at the data, right? Go to your videos, sort by most popular, and just start looking through them and say, okay, these videos got thousands of views or got 1,000 views. Can I find a pattern here of particular type of videos that I want to make more of, that I can make more of, and then make videos like that? It might take you a handful of videos to kind of get the ball rolling again. I also want to note that a lot of people are seeing a decline in views, a decline in subscribers, because when the pandemic hit, everybody was inside. Everybody was on YouTube. Traffic shot through the roof. Views shot through the roof. Everybody was interested in everything. And now people are going outside again. It's spring and it's summer. People are not inside anymore. People are tired of being inside. They're going outside. Therefore, a lot of channels are getting I've gotten huge drops, right? I'm balancing out now where I was before the world shut down. So you uploaded those videos and a lot of those videos got huge views while everybody was inside. So things are just leveling out a little bit now. So you might not be able to recreate that as good as you did back then. So it's something you're going to have to test and see. Absent Rule, what is going on, my man? Nice to see you in here. Where did Simon says? Where did he go? There he is. Hope you're doing well, man. Long time no see. And we got a super chat.
Super chat.
Elliot, family of 7. Oh my goodness. Thanks for the super chat. Says, our family channel is a variety of content, but is it okay to niche down on haul videos and still bring vlogs? Here's the thing. Family video or family channels are really tough, right? Some people do challenges, they do trips and schooling. There's all sorts of things that family videos do. You kind of have you've got some more wiggle room on that because that seems to be more accessible for family channels. Here's what I'm going to say to you. It's the same thing I just said to the other channel that I was just giving advice to, is look at the data. Look at the data and see what has been working on your channel and make more like that, right? If you say, hey, we've made this particular type of costumes. I was looking at Heidi's Costume Co. down here. We made a particular type of content, particular type of videos, and it just didn't connect. This type of video just doesn't work on our channel. Don't make those anymore. Stop making those. On the flip side, we've made this type of content, whether it be hauls or vlogs or whatever it is, but these seem to work. Lean into those. Do more of those, right? At the end of the day, as creators, here's what we're doing. We do more of what works, and we stop doing what doesn't work. I know that's very simplistic, but that's what it comes down to, right? Get people to click more, get people to watch longer, do more of what works, stop doing what doesn't work. Like, that's YouTube in a nutshell. So I would say you got to test that out. You have to test it out and see what's going to work on your channel. Hey, Zane, how you doing, man? Same here. A lot of people are interested in e-commerce, so my views are high, but now it's probably decent for a channel my size. Yeah. Hey, Justin. Yeah, a lot of people, their views have just come down. That's just the way it is. People are outside again. People are not inside. This, what does happen is when wintertime comes, everybody's inside generally, so views tend to go up in the wintertime. Spring happens, views go down, sales go down. That's just the way it works. It's the ebbs and flows of the internet, right? Heartstorm Media.
Super chat.
Thank you so much for the super chat. It says, my channel has about 5 niches, however you want to say it, because my life has about 10, but I'm okay with my slow growth because I love making videos on the things that I love doing. Well, the thing is, every single person in here, did I miss one? Everybody in here has multiple interests. I can tell you right now, I love cosplay. I love Star Wars. I love action movies. I love listening to music. I love music soundtracks. I love making music. I love iPads. I love phones. I love computers. I love audio. I love traveling. I love bags. I have a bag obsession. I love travel bags. I can sit for hours and just look through travel bags and like everyday carry bags. I love knives. Everybody has these things, right? If you want to grow faster, which you said you're okay with slow growth, which is totally fine. But if you want to grow faster, if you want to build your channel into something that you can actually monetize and make good money with, it definitely helps to streamline your channel. Like, listen, if I could, and I made a tweet about this a few days ago, if I could find a way to make a good living to equal the amount of money that I make right now with a pizza YouTube channel, you can bet your bottom I would shut this channel down and I would just eat pizza for a living, right? But that's not easy to do. So what I'm doing, it just makes sense, right? I enjoy it. I get to help people. It's it's niche. It's not as niche down as I probably could be, but it's I help creators at the end of the day. So it's entirely up to you, right? There's different ways to do this. If you're okay with a little bit of a slower growth, that's fine. There's no right or wrong way to do it. There's just a slower way and a faster way. Heartstorm says, I love Star Wars and MCU and cinema and sports and cooking. There you go. I don't know if that's what your channel's about, but I can tell you right now, if you streamline that to Star Wars, MCU, and cinema, you would probably be a lot better off than if you added sports and cooking to that. Because I'm interested because I'm also into Star Wars. A lot of people who are into Star Wars are into MCU. Obviously, if you're into that, you're also into cinema. So think of it that way. I would trim the fat just a little bit, just to speed things up. And if I missed a super chat, I think somebody said I missed a super chat. If one of the moderators can highlight that for me, I'd appreciate it. Brendan Sparks, what music we're going to play for yours? Let's randomly hit this one and see what happens. That's a good one.
Super chat.
No questions, no requests, just showing love. Always enjoy the streams. Brandon Sparks, my friend, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. All right, let's see. The mukbang review. The thing is, you have to figure out how to actually monetize the pizza thing. And yeah, you can make ad revenue money, but ad revenue money, like you need a lot of views in top tier ad revenue countries in order to make a lot of money doing that. That's a lot of pizza to eat. You know, I don't know. Maybe pizza companies would sponsor the channel. I have no idea. But, you know, I hope I don't know if they would pay for my hospital bills and insurance for, you know, diabetes and stroke and that sort of thing. Golf Goes Granny says, D, I took your advice and narrowed to gardening. Awesome. I figure I can add cooking stuff when I start harvesting the veg. Yeah, because then it works, right? I grew this in my garden. This is what I made with it. Now you're thinking on the right path there. I love it. All right, back to the questions. Let's see here. Next question comes from Beanie Draws, who says, let me hydrate. By the way, since I'm holding up this fine, mighty duck from StreamYard, I want to say thank you to StreamYard for sponsoring today's live stream. I'm live streaming right now with StreamYard. StreamYard is how I'm putting comments on the screen like this. So if you guys have a phone, tablet, computer, you can use StreamYard. It's browser-based. It works for everyone. And you can stream for free up to 20 hours per month, which is pretty cool. So I'll get a link down below to StreamYard. All right, so Beanie Draw says, I've noticed you've gone back to your classic live thumbnail style. Do you typically care much about your live click-through rate and experiment with them, or do you just go with the flow? I'm curious if you treat your live thumbs the same as a normal video thumb because of longevity differences between live and regular video. Great question, Beanie. What I noticed with the last two styles that I tried, right? It was like the red live button. Both of those live streams, the replay was, I don't make my streams for the replay to begin with. That's not why I make them. I would do them completely different if I did. But those had low turnouts, very low replay value, low engagement. People, could have been the timing, I don't know, but those two just did not do as well. So my test today is, because these have done really well, is to put that old style back. So give me 24 to 48 hours. If you want to send me a message on Twitter, I'll let you know going back to the style if it made a big difference or not. Nick Nimmons' StreamYard ad came up on a live stream I was watching. The guy didn't know him, but everybody in the chat knew him. Yeah, so right now, you're probably seeing StreamYard ads running everywhere with Nick, my brother Nick Nimmons, and Daniel Vittel. They're popping up everywhere. StreamYard juice, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, next question comes from Fire Blue King Z, who says, how to grow my YouTube channel. It has been stuck on 116 subscribers for so long. I'm going to have a peek at your channel here to see what's going on. So you're playing Minecraft. Okay, so here's what I've got for you if you're still in the chat. Since you are playing Minecraft, I want you to follow Sweeney Dunstan. Please stand up and say here, sir, if you're still in the chat. When Sweeney Dunstan, he'll probably pop up as Sweeney Dunstan YT. When he pops up, I want you to follow this guy. And there he is, this gentleman right here. Follow this kind sir right here. Follow him on Twitter. Get to know this guy. Go look at his Minecraft channel. He's been growing a Minecraft channel organically. He's doing a fantastic job. If any of you are miners, go follow Sweeney Dunstan. He's got two channels. He's got his StreamYard or his YouTube channel here where he teaches some YouTube stuff about gaming, I believe. He's got his Minecraft channel. Anyway, connect with this guy. This is the guy you need to talk to, especially if you're doing Minecraft. Oh my God, did I just see this? Little Caesars Pizza and Sam's Club Pizza is my favorite. To Joel King Moron. Do you want to know my two favorite pizzas? Okay, well, I need to back up for a second. My favorite pizza of all time is a company called La Rosa's. La Rosa's Pizza in Ohio, right? La Rosa's Pizza in Ohio. Favorite pizza of all time. I haven't had that pizza in over 20 years. My second and third favorite pizzas are Little Caesars and Sam's, or not, I'm sorry, my bad, Costco Pizza. Costco Pizza are number 2 and number 3 for my favorite pizza. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. I actually haven't had Sam's Club pizza. I've had Costco, which is delicious. All right, next question. Oh yeah, I told you to go follow Minecraft. Yep, sidetrack there. Nurse Flipper, how you doing? My views and subs are growing, but I've been trying to do some evergreen content, and those videos are starting off slow. Do you think that's to be expected? Yes. Okay, so here's what happens. Let me just... Costco pizza is really good. Oh, it is. It is delicious. So here's the thing. Yes, Costco is good. Can we just get a yes for Costco pizza? Can we? Those of you who don't have Costco, all right, man. Okay. You guys are just, I get saliva now thinking about Costco pizza. What was the question? I got sidetracks. Okay. Nurse Slipper wants to know if evergreen content's slow. Okay, so here's what happens. The reason evergreen content starts off slow, which is completely different than you normally do, right? You get great turnouts on your live streams and so on and so forth because you're getting browse traffic. You're getting suggested traffic. You're ending up on people's home pages. Evergreen content is evergreen. Evergreen means it continues to give views. It doesn't go out of style. It's evergreen for evergreen because it's based on search traffic. And it can take you quite some time. Sometimes it can take months. It can take a half a year before that video starts ranking in traffic, if it's going to rank. Right now, most of the videos on my channel are made for search traffic. So that means I'll upload a video and I might only get 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 views in the first 24 hours. But if you come back, if I did everything right, with the thumbnail and I did everything right with my editing, if you come back 6 months later, right, and I don't always get it right. Sometimes I get it wrong. But if I come back, or sometimes I choose a topic that just doesn't have a lot of potential, and I do that just more for help purposes than anything, so I can direct people to particular videos. But if you come back 6 months later, a lot of times those views have tens of thousands, 20,000, 50, or 100,000 views. It's because they're evergreen. They start getting search-based traffic. So give it time. Give it months. Give it months. Like I wouldn't even consider changing your title or thumbnail on something that's going to rank in search. I wouldn't even touch it for about 3 months. Put it up there, see what happens to it. All right, the question here from Mobile Gamer that I missed a super chat on.
Super chat.
Apologies. Do you have suggestions for what should go in my title? Yes. Yes, I do. And you're doing Mobile Gamer. So here's what you do. Mobile Gamer. I'm going to pull up a channel really quick. And I don't know what games you're playing, Mobile Gamer. And I don't know if you're teaching people. I don't know if you are, I don't know what you're doing. So all you need to do, and this applies to every single person in here, okay? This is how you come up with video ideas. It works for Google and it works for YouTube. Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. I have a tendency to not do this correctly. Come up to the search bar, okay? YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Come up and start typing in keyword phrases that are relevant to the type of content that you're making, relevant to your channel. So let's just say I want to, let's just say my channel is about YouTube and I would look into YouTube growth, right? So I might think of, grow YouTube, and I just type in grow YouTube. And all of these queries here, people are searching for these. These are video ideas. So what I can do is I can put a space and I can type in A. And now it changes, grow YouTube audience. Boom, there's the title. So my title might be how to grow YouTube audience. Or I can say how to grow YouTube audience in 2021. Or how to grow YouTube audience for beginners. How to grow a YouTube audience for food channels, right? The ideas just start coming. Then I'm gonna back up, get rid of the A. Whoopsie, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to get rid of the A. I'm going to type in B. How to grow YouTube best channel. How to grow beauty YouTube channel. I'm going to back it up. And I'm going to type in C. Nothing there. I'm going to type in D. Grow YouTube with Discord. How to grow dead YouTube channel. I already answered that one question, right? So there you go. How to grow drawing YouTube channel. You see what's happening here? And as you go through how to grow YouTube educational channel, I can just randomly... right? How to grow YouTube channel in Hindi, how to grow YouTube channel hack, how to grow YouTube channel. It's endless. So pick a couple of keyword phrases and then just start adding letters, and you're going to see all these queries. These are video ideas. Craft your titles around these. It works for anything. So let's just say Fortnite. Fortnite. So Fortnite. Okay, I'm just going to single word Fortnite. I'm going to type in A. Fortnite American Boy, Fortnite Arena, Fortnite Animation. Now, I would make these longer. Like, I wouldn't just put Fortnite Anthem in my title. I would expand on that. You're going to know your niche better than I do. But just going to start typing and go through the alphabet. A, B, C. Fortnite Battle Pass. Fortnite Battle Pass Season 6. People are searching for this stuff. So this is how you come up with titles. You get titles that people are actually interested in the first place. If you're doing mobile gaming, then you probably want people to find your content through search as well as find your content through like browse traffic and so on and so forth. But first focus on search because your channel is smaller and you've got to really figure out how YouTube works. You got to figure out your audience, how to get people in, how to write the right titles. Once you learn search titles, then you can figure out how to work titles that work better for browse traffic. Let's see. Question, how do I breathe? I've tried, but I can't figure it out. How do I lay 16 by 9 or 9 by 16? So many choices. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I think I missed a super chat. I'm going backwards here. All right, what do we got? How to do shorts. I've tried and I get nothing. I know it's less than a minute, but I don't even know what to do it on. Okay, so I have 2 videos on YouTube Shorts. You might have watched those videos if one of the moderators want to come in and grab both of those links to YouTube Shorts, not the live stream, but the actual 2 videos. Feel free to drop those in the chat to help her out. So the thing for you, Crystal, is you need to think about what your channel is going to be in general. Right? So let's say you're like, hey, I want to make videos about Walmart hauls or how to do, where to go, I'm just spitballing here. Like, where can a family buy budget food? Just spitballing there, right? That's what your channel is about. Helping families find how to get budget food, budget clothes, whatever it is. I'm spitballing. That's what you make your shorts about, right? You just make shorter videos of those 30-second clips. Just instead of making a video that's got 3 or 4 or 5 things that you talk about, make a short video 20-30 seconds long and tell them one thing in that video. Just that's how you do it. And keep an eye on the moderators here. They're going to be dropping videos. One, I talk about YouTube Shorts, go into a little bit more detail. 2, I talk about why your shorts aren't working. Right? I think your biggest problem though, Crystal, is your channel is just kind of a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. And that's fine if you don't want to grow. But if you want to grow, I think you need to pick a direction and run with it. And once you do pick that direction, that's what you start making shorts about. Another thing to understand is coming in to make YouTube Shorts now, there's a lot more competition than there was a month ago or 6 months ago. So it's a lot harder to get a lot of traffic with shorts. It's not impossible, but it's a lot harder. So first figure out what you're gonna make a channel about. Once you do that, then start making shorts. And you can watch my videos on tips on that. For example, YouTube recommends that your shorts are only 15 seconds long. They can be up to 60 seconds, but YouTube recommends 15 seconds. And the reason they do that isn't because they don't want you to make 60 seconds. It's because they realize the average person on YouTube is not going to get people to watch their short for 60 seconds. They realize that if you can get people to watch your short for 15 seconds, that means they've completed the short, right? That's 100%. That's fantastic. So that's what you're going for. But you can make them as long as you want, up to 60 seconds. I hope that answered your question. I think I just missed another super chat. Hey, Ed, how you doing, man? Hey, Ed, man, that just reminded me of a template. Sorry, dude. It's been a crazy week. What do we got here? Thank you for your help. Much appreciated. Have a good night.
Super chat.
Thank you so much.
Super chat.
I'm going to hit it twice. Right on. Hey, Tim, how you doing, man? I think I got everybody here. Pixelpia. There you go, Pixelpia.
Super chat.
Pizza says, I need some more funk since I can't have pizza. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. I had pizza yesterday. No, sorry, Friday. Friday is Pizza Friday. Pizza Friday, every Friday without fail. That's how we roll. That's how we do it. Test Picker says, I got the beta shorts cam added last week. Yeah, so that's really cool. So right now in the US, they're rolling out the shorts camera, right? So the shorts camera for YouTube is going to be in the actual YouTube app itself. And this is how everybody can test right now to see if they've got it. So open up YouTube and then come down here to the little plus icon. Yeah. Tap on that little plus icon and you should see an option there to create a short. And that's going to load a little camera. It's like a little camera feature. You can edit it in there. You can add music. YouTube adding music. So you can add the music. You can edit it and trim it down a little bit and make shorts that way, which is pretty cool. Justin also has Pizza Friday. I love it. You know what we need to have? You had Pizza Friday as well. We do. A lot in common. We need to have a group Pizza Friday hangout. Like everybody just like turn your cameras on and just like everybody sit around and we can just talk about whatever for an hour or even 30 minutes while we just eat pizza together. That would be awesome. Who's down for that? Who wants to do like a Friday pizza hangout? I think that would be really fun. Just talk about whatever. That would be great. All right, next question. Yeah, if you're in, say yes. Type in yes right now if you're in. We might try that. All right, next question is Nurse Flipper. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Lele Leslie TV, who says, do I need an LLC to start? So if you're in the United States and you're operating as a sole proprietor, as a business stuff, it gets a little tricky. If you're in the United States, you're operating as a sole proprietor, you don't need to create a LLC or a limited liability corporation company to actually have a YouTube channel. You can as a sole proprietor, use your social security number while setting it up. Once you get monetized and get accepted into the partner program, you're going to have to add your social security number as your tax ID. However, based on how you have things set up with your business, maybe you have other businesses, for tax purposes, you might be able to get a tax break for this or that if you do have an LLC, depending on the state. So there's a lot of things here. There's a lot of variables. What I would recommend is whoever does your tax, or make a 30-minute consultation with your accountant, see and explain your situation. Let them know what you do for a living. Do you have any dependents? Are you married? So on and so forth. And ask them if creating an LLC would help you once you're actually monetized on YouTube. If you're not monetized, you're not making any money, and it's absolutely not necessary to do any of that right now. So on the flip side, if you have a YouTube channel where you're giving people health advice or you're teaching people how to do particular things where they could get hurt and they might come back and try to sue you, then that might be the right way to do it, even if you're not making money, because that could protect your personal assets from getting sued. So I would contact your attorney. I would contact an accountant or and explain the situation to them, because there's a lot of variables when it comes to setting up a business structure. Next question from Sleepy Boys X, who says, how do you grow your YouTube channel to get where you want it to be? Okay, we already talked about how to grow your channel, but I'm going to take a peek at your channel here, see what you got going on. You don't, okay, so you're a gamer. You're a gamer. Okay, so here's the thing about gamers. Here, represent. If you're a gamer, say yes right now, because here's the thing. So many gamers on the platform. Here's the advice I will give any gamer. There's millions of you on the platform, millions and millions and millions doing exactly what it is that you do. If all you're doing is say, watch me play the game, good luck with that. You're going to struggle. So here's what I recommend. You either need to be really good at playing a game, meaning you dominate the game. Whenever you play, you dominate. You're a straight up champion of the game. Number two, you bring something unique to the game. Could be your personality. You maybe create, maybe it's your editing technique, right? Could be how you communicate. So bring something new to the table. 3, you need to teach people how to play the game, teach people how to win, teach people how to beat the game, explain the game to people, right? So do one of those things, if not all of those things, if you're a gamer. Because if the only thing you're doing is saying, watch me play a game, you are lost in the sea of gamers. And that's probably why you're not growing, because you're doing exactly the same thing that everyone is. And then the question always comes down to, why should someone watch you instead of watching people who are better than you? You have to give them a reason to watch you, right? Could be because you're a great gamer. Could be because your personality or how you communicate, make people laugh, whatever it is. Or it could be that you're teaching them how to play the game and you're a really effective teacher and people love how you communicate with them. Mobile Gamer, man, you're just dropping super chats tonight. I appreciate you, man.
Super chat.
Long video with low retention or short video with high retention. I'm going to go with short video with high retention. But here's the thing. Some people are going to tell you different, but make the video as long as, right? Instead of thinking, I need to make a 12-minute video, or I need to make a 10-minute video, or I need more. Think of it this way. Make a video as long as it needs to be, and then look at the video and say, okay, I just made a 5-minute video. Can I trim this video down to 4 minutes and have it still make sense? If the answer is yes, trim it down to 4 minutes. When you trim it down to 4 minutes, look at the video and say, can I trim it down to 3.5 minutes and it still makes sense? If the answer is yes, trim it down to 3.5 minutes. Make it as long as it needs to be, and then trim the fat until it still makes sense. It's entertaining, it's fast-paced, and you have the value in there, because the goal is you want people to watch that for as long as possible. So if you're making a longer video and you've only got like 20% of the people watching the video, that's not really helpful. Yeah, you're getting watch time hours, but in terms of that particular video, that's not helping that video. That video generally is not going to start sailing out through YouTube because people are not completing that video. So instead of thinking longer, shorter, make it as long as it needs to be, and then keep trimming it down, and then keep trimming it down from there. Because, and I'm curious, right now, there's 104 people in here right now. If you search for something on YouTube, or YouTube recommends something to you, and let's say there's 2 or 3 videos on the exact same topic, the exact same theme. It could be a game, it could be about a movie review, or whatever it is. Let's say there's 2 or 3 videos, the exact same topic. Are you going to pick the shorter one? Let me know what it is. Let me know what it is. I'm going to pick the shorter one every time, 100% without fail, right? Now, I am going to look at things like the thumbnail, which thumbnail is most attractive, but let's say theoretically all the thumbnails are good, right? All the thumbnails look great. They all catch your eye, same topic, different times. Are you going to pick the shorter one, or I'm picking the shorter one every single time. Now, there is such a thing called passive content. And like Joe Rogan would be a perfect example of this. Passive content is obviously, it's a 2-hour video, right? It's a 2-hour podcast. People will put Joe Rogan on and clean the house, right? It's passive. They're not actually watching Joe Rogan. They're listening to it in the background while they're cleaning their house, or they're doing whatever it is that they do, right? That's passive content. So that's a little bit different. But you'll notice even then, Joe Rogan takes those 2-hour podcasts, 3-hour podcasts, and chop into 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute clips. Longer if it's a tutorial or has way less views. That's interesting. You watch lots of long form content. But if it's all, here's the thing, 3 videos, side by each, same, similar thumbnails, same topic, different links. You're purposely going to click the longer one? Is that what you're telling me? Most people are going to click the shorter one. If it's the exact same topic, so on and so forth. Cutting my videos down to fit shorts is brutal. It is brutal. What's up, man? This is why short is dominating, right? This is why TikTok is dominating. This is why shorts have exploded. This is why Instagram Reels dominate Instagram. This is why there's other platforms like Likey, Dub Smash, and so on and so forth. People love the shorter content. Now, there's definitely a market for longer content, right? All I'm saying is, if those videos were presented side by each and you had to, right? Same video, same topic. Let's say the topic is how to live stream with your iPhone. Thumbnails are awesome. One of them is 7 minutes, one of them is 5 minutes, one of them is 4 minutes. Maybe that's just me. I enjoy making shorts. There you go. Yeah, people are busy. Shorter or better. Yeah. I choose shorter if it's the same quality of content. Yep, there you go. There you go. You're clicking the one with the chapters, but you can't see the chapters yet. You can't see them yet. Thumbnail and topic only. I usually pick shorter unless I'm listening to it as I do house chores. Exactly. Passive content. Exactly. Is it bad I sometimes treat D as passive content? No, it's probably because you're just spying on me. You probably put a bug in my computer and you're just spying on me. But I get it, you know.
Super chat.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate your generosity. Yeah, this is true. It also depends on the creator. That's a very good point. 3 videos pop up. Here's one for Peter McKinnon. It's 8 minutes. Here's one from somebody I don't know. That's 5 minutes. Here's somebody I kind of know, but they're not as good as Peter McKinnon and it's shorter. I'll probably watch the Peter McKinnon first just because I really like him as a creator. So yeah, there is truth to that. All right, next question. I think I lost one. How to grow. Oh yeah, gaming. I covered that one. All right, next question here would be Chip Gittler. The last few videos I've posted, I've noticed I have a 40 to 45% view, average audience retention. It looks like I have some continuous segment where they show from 2 to 8 minutes on a 10-minute video. I'm now looking to get my videos in the 5 to 8 minute mark to try to retain them. Is that a good plan of attack? Lots more questions. Yeah, okay, so if you're making 10-minute videos and you're looking at your audience retention graph and people aren't making it to that 10-minute, if you're like, okay, well, I got a 10-minute video, but only 40 to 45% of the people are finishing that 10-minute video, make that 10-minute video shorter if you can, right? Try 8 minutes. If that doesn't change, try knocking it down to 6 minutes. It could also be things like your hook is strong at the beginning. Don't use an intro. A lot of people are using intros and people are leaving during the intros, right? So look at your audience retention graph. If you notice people are leaving intro plays, get rid of it. Be mindful at the end of your video. People know the video is coming to an end. Most people are going to start clicking off. That also hurts your watch time, right? So you got to be mindful of all of that stuff. So yeah, I think it's a good strategy, right? If 40 to 45% are watching on a 10-minute video, knock it down to 8 or knock it down to 7 or 6. Keep trimming that down until you can push over 50, 55, 60, 65% for your audience retention. Next question from Chris Wrestling Views. He says, what category should I put my channel? Understand uploading my videos about wrestling news. Entertainment? Put it under entertainment. Keep in mind though, like how you classify that, it's not really going to matter. Next question is, are you asking twice? Yep, same question. Nope, Joe King Moron says, hey D, I checked out the Creator Academy, love it, and it's awesome. I learned so much that I'm going to be able to implement videos. Man, I love hearing that. Thanks for telling me about it. My question is, are there any other suggestions for learning more YouTube techniques? I want to learn as much as possible. So he's talking about the YouTube Creator Academy. The YouTube Creator Academy is free. So if you go to Google and you type in YouTube Creator Academy, it's a free website that has a bunch of mini courses in it. You just connect your email account and you can choose, I want to learn about monetization, I want to learn about content strategy, so on and so forth. It teaches you how YouTube works. It's the instruction manual for YouTube. They don't deep dive into stuff, but it's great for beginners and intermediates so you fully understand with YouTube. And I just lost my internet. Oh, that's weird. Yes, Peter McKinnon is the man. I mean, this coffee B-rolls. I don't even drink coffee, but man, I want to after watching this. Yeah, you know, I got to say, like, I love Peter McKinnon. I drink coffee. I drink 2, 3, 4 cups of coffee a day. Love coffee, but I'm just getting a little burned out on coffee B-roll. I think because I've been looking at coffee B-roll for years now, and so many people are trying to do what Peter's doing, and they're also doing the coffee stuff, and they're pouring. It's like, okay, I get it. Why don't you make chocolate milk? Let's make some hot chocolate and put some marshmallows in it, or let's make some pizza. I don't know. I'm just a little burned out on the coffee B-roll. Oh man. All right, next question. is Exploring with Jeffrey Helms, who says, I'm trying to grow my channel. I post videos 3 times a week, but I keep losing subscribers. What can I do to improve my channel? Okay, so the first thing you have to understand is you're going to lose subscribers. Subscribers come, subscribers go. That's just the way it is. Let me look at your channel here. Haunted cemeteries, the woods in my house. I want to come back to YouTube. Help me out, fam. Yeah. So you're doing, okay. So real quick, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. You're doing creepy stuff. You're doing like cemeteries, that sort of thing. Okay. That's what people are signing up for. People are there for your cemeteries, your creepy stuff, your haunted stuff. Okay. You're mixing this up with telling people your new banner is coming. You're mixing it up with telling people, you know, about your car troubles. You're mixing it up by talking about, you want to come back to YouTube, help me out. That's not why people are interested in your channel. So if you're going to do the creepy stuff, the cemeteries and the haunted stuff, do that. Leave everything else out. Nobody cares about that stuff right now. They're there for the haunted stuff. So focus. Every time you upload something that doesn't have to do with the haunted and the cemeteries, like you're derailing things. So that's, people are always going to unsubscribe, but that's probably why people are unsubscribing more than others, right? New banner coming soon. Nobody cares. Literally, nobody cares about that. Focus on one direction. If that's going to be the creepy, the cemeteries, the haunted bridges, go down that road and make every video about that, if that's what you want to do. Next question is from Triathlon Training Tips with Coach John. He says, can you look at my thumbnails? What do you think? Okay, well, I'm not digging into channel reviews today, but I'll just take a peek. I'm not going to pull you up. What? Hold on. Triathlon Training Tips, Coach John. I am going to pull you up because you're putting in the work. You know, a lot of times the work isn't getting put in, but I can tell that you are really, you're putting in the work here. Okay, so here's your thumbnails. These are really eye-catching, especially on the dark screen like this, right? Got a fly. You're using a good font, bold, nice and easy to read. Right? Flat tire repair, triathlon training for beginners, right? That's the right path to go down. Wide taper, your next bike, triathlon, should you race? So you're doing the right stuff here. I think your thumbnails are eye-catching. I wouldn't worry too much right now about like click-through rate so much. Once you start getting up in the 500 views, 1,000 view territory, I would start paying more attention to your click-through rate. But I think you're on the right path or the right track here. I would be wary of stuff like this. Like this is kind of cluttered. Like you can see the difference, right? Like the simplicity, like these look so much better than this or this or this, right? Because you're using contrasting colors here. So what I would do, your new style, I would run with these for the next X amount of videos. And once you start getting into, you know, 400, 500 views consistently, then start looking at your click-through rate and then see how these are actually performing. I would say try to aim for a minimum of maybe like a 5% click-through rate at minimum, just something to aim at. If you can go higher than that, that's even better. But I think it looks good, man. I think you're on the right path. Triathlon training with Coach John. Yeah, pretty clear. Next question. Ooh, got another super chat. Man, you're right all over it today. I love it.
Super chat.
What is a good click-through rate for views? Okay, the exact same thing I talked about before with watch time applies to click-through rate. It's all relative. You naturally want people to watch your videos as long as possible, right? You naturally want people to click your thumbnails as much as possible. YouTube says the average click-through rate is between 2% and 10%. However, there's so many variables involved there that it's not that easy to say that. So what I would say is pick a number. Let's just say, okay, I want like my base score, just set it for something like 5. And if you're not getting 5, then keep trying different thumbnail styles until you can get it at 5%. And once you reach 5% consistently, try to tweak it up and get 6 or 7%. And then once you can do that consistently, keep tweaking it, keep tweaking it, keep tweaking it. But if you're getting 1%, 2%, Like those are the sorts of things that are going to keep your views down. But at the same time, it's also relative. Even if you have a 3% click-through rate, that 3% click-through rate could be better than videos that are competing for the same title as yours. So you might have 3%, but all the other videos that are similar to yours might have less than 3%, and their watch time is less than yours on that video. So you could still outrank them even with lower numbers. So there isn't a magic number here. It's just try to outperform yourself. Always try to do better than the last one that you did. Always improve yourself based on your own data. All right, that's how you really gauge it. I can't say 10% is the best, because in your particular niche, the average could be 15%, right? The best videos could be much higher than that. Mine are all over the place. I've got some in the high 20s. I've got some that are, 5%. They're all over the place. But the ones that do the best generally have the highest click-through rate, if it's in front of the right audience. I think Paul Peck, if he's still in here, we were just talking about this during the members live stream. He's got a video that's on fire. I think his impressions were, if I remember right, something like 9 million impressions, but his click-through rate was lower, but he's still getting the views coming in. Just on that little data point, I could be wrong because I haven't seen the whole picture with data, but it sounds to me like YouTube is putting his videos in front of the wrong audience, so it's lowered his click-through rate quite a bit. But that's, it's still good. Next question. Naptorial Arcia. Do you think I could still grow my channel just by posting brand reviews and collab videos? I decided to post my natural hair content on a separate channel due to views and growth. I would like to build a new audience. Gaming will be my second hobby on the side. I have a separate channel for that too. So you're looking at 3 channels. You're looking at like hair content on one channel, gaming on another, and then another one with like brand reviews and collabs. Yes. Yeah, I mean, you could do that, but the one thing that I would be concerned about is that you are dividing your time too much. So I would say, like, for example, you have 3 channels. Well, what's going to happen a year from now? Let's say your hair channel explodes. And then that's how it happens, right? You don't get a warning on this stuff. Your hair channel is just off and running. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to pay less attention to those other 2 channels, because every video you upload on those other channels is taking away from the growth on the channel that's succeeding. So you need to be very careful in terms of having too many channels. Balance that stuff carefully. But you could definitely grow that way. Aaron Winchester 1A4 asks the next question. How do I get more subscribers with your titles? Yeah, so your titles, okay. Watch this on the replay if you didn't catch this, where I go to the YouTube search bar and I start typing in keywords that are relevant to a niche, and then it gives you a drop down with a bunch of queries that people are searching for. Make videos about those things and then deliver, right? So whatever it is, whatever type of content you're making, right? Let's say it's how to fix a car. You go to YouTube, type in, how to fix this type of car, and do exactly what I showed you. Type in the A, the B, the C, so on and so forth. All those drop downs, those are ideas that people are searching for. Make videos about that, and then deliver, right? Deliver with a really good video. People will follow. People will subscribe. Zane Shah asks the next question. Says, starting a video podcast, 30 minutes. Congratulations, man. Same topic as the channel niche. Shall I post on the same channel? I think I'm too small to separate channels. Test it and see. Test it and see. If you're talking about the same things, test it and see. You're going to find out really quickly how your audience is going to respond to it. If you do 1 or 2 and it's simply not working, what you could do, go on a second channel, put your podcast over there, then take that podcast, break it down into clips, taking the best parts of the podcast, put those into smaller clips, put those back on your main channel, and then those might actually work, kind of the Joe Rogan style. We talked about him a little bit earlier. Next question from Abraham Noble, who says, as a new channel, it seems that impression rates are extremely variable from video, or they vary a lot from video to video. How can we gauge the video success then? Thank you. You're one of the people who give me the boost to start my channel. Right on, man. Congratulations. Yeah, it does vary from people to people. So YouTube gives us the data, and let me just pull one of these up here. And by the way, I'm not looking in the chat right now. Nope, and I just looked, and there it is again.
Super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. Does a certain number of views per hour improve traffic? So views per hour, that's your velocity. That's just an indication of how many people are viewing your views at any particular time, or viewing your video at any particular time. Naturally, the more people who are viewing your video at any particular time, it means that your video is showing somewhere, right? Now your velocity can go up, it can go down, but like that alone is not an indicator of if the video is going to succeed or not. That just means what's happening right now with the video. So if you publish a video, that velocity is going to go up as people lose interest, or after your subscribers have seen it, that's going to go down. Your velocity is going to go down, right? So that's not really the main indicator. What you're looking at, like, look, if you want to move the needle, and this applies to everyone in here. Hey, Savvy Tech Tips, if you want to move the needle on a video, this simple: get people to click your thumbnails more than the other videos that are trying to compete for the same title. Get people to watch your video longer than similar videos that are competing for the same title. There it is, right? Get people to click more, get people to watch longer. And then bonus tip, get people to watch bonus tip number 3, get people to watch another video, right? Get them to click more, get them to watch longer, and then get them to watch a second or even a third video from you. Like, you want to move the needle, you do those things, right? It starts with a good topic, and then you do those 3 things. And then and you got to do it consistently, and you got to do it for a while. But then that's where things are going to change for your channel. Next question. Oh yeah, we talked about impressions click-through rate. So impressions, YouTube gives us data called impressions click-through rate, right? Impressions, for those of you who don't know, means how many people have actually seen your thumbnail. Click-through rate is a percentage of what percentage of those impressions actually clicked on the thumbnail to watch your video, right? Your impressions are always going to change on the video based on performance, right? And I've explained this before. As soon as you upload a video, YouTube will show that video to someone. It might only be 2 people, okay? You're gonna see 2 for your impressions number, okay? And then YouTube is immediately gonna look at the data and say, how did those 2 people respond? If they responded positively, they might show it to 6 people. And they're going to say, how did those 6 people respond? If it was the majority of them responded positively, they're going to show it to more people. Of course, this scale is completely different, right? If you're brand new, you might get 2. If you got a more established channel, that number might be 2,000 or 200 or 20,000, so on and so forth. But that's how it works. They're going to show it to someone, even if it's a one person. And they're going to say, how does this one person react? Did they click? If they did click, how long did they watch? Like, wow, they watched a good portion of the video. We're going to show it to 10 people now. How did those 10 people react? So on and so forth. So yeah, that's why impressions is always all over the place. It's going to be based on your video performance, how that particular video does, because each video is a standalone thing, right? Each video is its own entity and performs differently. Next question comes from Famous KC. He says, how can I be more engaged with my audience? How do I get more views on my channel? So I've covered the views things. To get more views, you have to be making videos that people are interested in. You need titles that are compelling, that pique curiosity, excite people, or tell them exactly what they're going to get. Right? Mr. Beast is the king of this. Last hand off the car wins the car. Who doesn't want to watch that, right? And your thumbnail has to be equally as interesting or make people curious or give them exactly what it is that they're looking for, right? Starts there, and then you get more views by getting people to click that thumbnail, right? Topic, thumbnail click, get them to watch your video as long as possible. You do that consistently over time with enough content, things are going to start moving for you. How can you engage with your audience? You start by answering comments, right? You start by answering comments. Hey, Matt Carves, where did you go? Matt, how you doing, man? Nice to see you in here. Right? You start engaging by answering comments. Answer their comments. If you're not replying to comments, but you're wanting to grow a channel, like, that's not going to happen, right? Like, you can't even answer your comments. You're not going to grow a channel. And you will get to the point where you can't answer everybody's comments, not unless you bring in help, right? It's just too much to do by yourself. You'll get to that point. But while you're starting out, you have the time to reply to every single person who leaves any comment on any video. And I'm not just talking about a heart. Thank them for watching. Ask them what their favorite takeaway was. Ask them, hey, thanks for watching. What was your favorite part of the video? Ask a question. Some people will come back and give you an answer, and then talk to them some more, right? Start building up their relationship that way. Starts with, community building, engagement, starts with comments, and start doing live streams. Go live, start communicating with your audience, answer their questions, hang out with the people who are interested in your content. Pete Johns, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the bloody legend, Pete Johns. You're too kind, my man. You're too kind. All right, next question. Let's see. Moon T asks the next question. I love your channel name. I have a couple of subscribers, and I want to know how to get more subscribers. I do not post often. Okay, first of all, everything that I just said about the last one, you do all of that, but the other thing is I do not post often. Here's the thing. You don't have to post often if your videos are amazing. Mark Rober posts video once a month. It's incredible. He'll build that whole squirrel, the squirrel thing where he tried to get the squirrels to jump to the different things. The glitter bomb packages from people stealing off of his porch. So if you're really good at making videos, you don't have to make videos as often. But for the rest of us mere mortals, we need to upload more regularly. So if you don't post often and your videos are not really good, you're going to struggle to grow. So I would pick a schedule that you can keep up with. Once a week, or maybe even once every other week, and just try to pick a topic and just try to build some sort of consistency with that. It's going to be hard for you to grow otherwise, unless you're just making bangers, right? Unless your videos are just fantastic, and that's hard to do for people who are just starting out. Next question comes from CJ Dan FF, who says, "How to get American and Canadian audience?" You need to speak English. Your thumbnails need to be in English. Your titles need to be in English. It looks like you're gaming. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to play this to listen to it, but I don't know what you're doing here, but let's just say your language, let's say you're in India and you're speaking Hindi in your videos. That's going to be really hard for you to get an English-speaking audience if you're speaking Hindi in your videos. So speak English, English titles, English thumbnails. You got to upload a lot of content. And so on and so forth. You're gaming. You're a gamer, and you're only okay. It looks like you're a gamer, and you're doing. Oh, you've been doing this for a month. You're gaming. You've been doing this for a month. Give it time. Upload 100 really good videos, and then come back and we can talk about your audience. And by the way, out of all of the things that you've been doing for the past month, almost all of your videos are shorts. Because of that alone, you probably have a large audience in places like India, because India was the first country to have shorts. The number of people looking at shorts in India, it's some, I forget what the number is, but it's an astronomical number. So the fact that you're almost only doing shorts and you're gaming, that's probably why you don't have an American and Canadian speaking audience right now. But give it time and start doing continue to do your shorts, but try adding in 2-3 minute videos. And just keep going. You're new. It'll work out. Next question from Candy Toybox, who says, "Question: Do you have any advice on getting subscribers as a kids channel?" Yeah, don't do it. I know that's not what you want to hear, but a kids channel is going to be. You're handicapped, right? Because of the whole COPPA thing. If you're making, and I'm going to look here, if your content, if you're trying to appeal to children under the age of 13, you're going to find it be incredibly difficult to grow your channel. And by looking at your content, you're making videos about Barbie. You're making videos about unboxing toys for kids, Barbies. Let me see if they've turned off your comments yet. Yeah, you're okay. So you've been flagged as a kids channel. So the only thing that you can do at this point, you got a couple of options here. One, go through and look at all of your videos for the past 90 days or so and look at the ones that have been working and then make more like that. For example, I see that you have a Barbie pet boutique playset, and that's got 790 views, and that was just 3 months ago. Try to make more videos based on that topic, right? Barbie's daily routine. Barbie seems to be doing well, some of them, but this one in particular, the pet boutique playset. Do more about those playsets. Do more about Barbie's pet boutique playsets. Try to figure out part 2, part 3 to this video. you're handicapped with comments and shares and that sort of thing. Another option is build a following on TikTok, right? So you've got TikTok, Instagram Reels, Dubsmash, Likey, and Byte, and Triller. I did this last night during our members stream. Oh, we got new channel members. Guys, I'm going to welcome you in just a second here. You guys take a screenshot of this. So this is in addition to TikTok, in addition to YouTube Shorts, and in addition to Instagram Reels. These short form platforms right here, if you're making short form content, you should be on all of these in addition to TikTok, especially if you're a kids channel. Get on these short form platforms, try to build an audience where YouTube doesn't allow you to do it. And then in your profile, let them know, you can link out to your YouTube channel and try to bring people in that way. Because YouTube is handicapping children's channels. And if you're going down that road, try to use those other platforms. Try to use Facebook, try to use Twitter. Build an audience and then try to send them over to YouTube. Not everybody's going to come, but some people will. Stay out of the comfort zone. What do you mean by that? Stay out of the comfort zone. Hey, Expat Genie, how you doing? All right, we got some more. We got
Super Chat.
In my 2 years on YouTube, only 4 videos blew up. I don't know why. Well, first and foremost, your gaming channel. Gaming is fierce. And I already talked about what you need to do as a gamer. All right, let me pull your video up here. And let me welcome some new channel members here first. Hold on here.
Welcome to the Niminati.
Expat Genie, welcome aboard. When the stream's over, head over to my community feed. I'm going to drop a link to the private Facebook group. We do members live streams. We can dig in and do channel reviews and stuff like that over there. We're going to get into a weekly thing starting, if not this coming week, then next week. It's looking like Saturday evening is winning on that, but we'll have to see. So welcome. I appreciate you. Let me see. I missed another one. Here we got another one.
Welcome to the Niminati.
Young Tech Reviews, the exact same thing applies to you. When the stream is over, head on over to the community post feed on my channel, and I'm going to link to our private Facebook group. Love to see you over there. Welcome aboard. Wait, is Savvy Turtle? Yep, Savvy Turtle. Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, Savvy Turtle is going for the World Guinness Book Records for live streaming. I think he's 3 days in right now. 3 days in. Hold on, we got another super chat here.
Super Chat.
We have decent views, traffic, and our audience tab shows us 10,000 returning viewers. How do we turn them into subscribers without many calls in our video? Let me read that again. We have decent views and traffic, and our audience tab shows 10,000 returning views. How do we turn them into subscribers without many calls in your videos? Okay, so I'm going to mention a couple of things here. Make sure I got everybody. Hold on one second. Couple of things to note here. One, I understand the need to want to build up your subscribers, right? You want to unlock specific features. You want to get your play button. I totally get that, right? I did too. And I'm going to talk, I can talk about this from 2 different angles. One, let's talk about getting subscribers. In order to get your subscribers, you need to provide value. And that value is, it means you tell them that they're going to get something in the thumbnail, in the topic. They click on that, and then they get that value. If you're getting 10,000 returning viewers on video, then people are happy with that. So what you need to do then is give them a little nudge. Remind them to subscribe. Okay? Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can use a graphic that you put on top of your video, some little thing that comes, you can buy this, you can make this in your video editing software or your app, something that comes up that reminds them to subscribe, right? For example, how many people in the chat right now hit the thumbs up button? If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button right now. It tells me that you guys are enjoying the live stream, that you're learning something that lets me know I'm on the right track, right? For those of you who have not yet hit the thumbs up button yet, you're like, oh yeah, I didn't hit the thumbs up button yet. Sometimes you just got to give a little nudge to remind people to do something. So a little graphic can do that from time to time, right? So that way, if you're not doing a call to action actually during the video itself, you can put that little graphic up there, remind people to do it. You can also put a link down in your description and say, hey, if you want to support the channel, subscribe to the channel. That's another way to do it. Now, if you do want to do a verbal call to action in your video, a couple ways to do this as well. you could front load this, right? If you look at your audience retention report, you're going to see a graph. And gradually, as time goes on, for most people, the graph kind of gets smaller and smaller as people start to leave your video. So you look at the front of that graph and you can say, okay, where can I put a call to action quickly before people start to leave? And then that's where you can put your first call to action. But you want to do it really quick, and you want to lead with value. Perfect example, and I use this one all the time. If I have a video, and the video is how to live stream with your iPhone. That's the name of the video. I know they clicked. They want to learn how to live stream, and I know they have an iPhone, okay? So I might say something like this. If you want to learn even more live streaming techniques that you can do with your iPhone to make you a better live streamer, hit the subscribe button, followed by the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Really quick, right? I tell them what they're going to get if they subscribe. You lead with value. You tell them what they're going to get if you subscribe. And I might say that early on in the video before that graph tends to start dropping so more people actually hear my call to action, right? You could also put it towards the end. Use the graphic, put links in your description. So that's what you do. The second side of this is you don't necessarily have to get people to subscribe in order to succeed on YouTube. Reason being is because YouTube is looking at all of the data from the people who are watching your videos. So if you can get people to click and watch your video for a decent amount and then get them to watch another video, YouTube says, oh, wow, this user really likes this channel. And then even if they're not subscribed, the next time they open up YouTube, there's a good chance that your videos are going to be there if you have a new video. Everyone in here can test this. You can log out of YouTube on your phone or on a desktop computer, log out, clear your cookies, clear your cache, whatever you want to do, delete it and reinstall it. Don't create a new account. Just go watch, go watch 3 of my videos. Go watch 2 of my videos, whatever, but watch them to the end. Watch one video, then go watch a second video. Watch it to the end, and then watch what YouTube does. Even though you're not subscribed to my channel, if you've watched a good amount of the video and then you want to watch the next video, there's a really good chance YouTube's going to stick another one of my videos in front of you when I upload that next video. Or maybe they're going to take one of my older videos and put it in front of you because they think that you like my content, right? So that's how you get people to subscribe. But I think more important than getting people to subscribe is to get them to watch your video longer and then get people to actually watch a second video. Because then if they're subscribed or not, they're going to see more of your content, which means they're going to click more, they're going to watch more. And through that cycle, they'll probably eventually subscribe. But just get them to watch longer and get them to watch another video. And you're going to see your views going up overall on that one because YouTube's going to keep showing them your content. I love your content. Everyone's leaving. Thank you so much. All right, let's see here. That's right. Dantana's in the house.
Super chat.
What is going on, man? Hope you were doing well. Nice to see you in here. All right, let me see. I got another one here. Ghost Dog, how you doing, man?
Super chat.
Yo, D, it's been a minute. It has been a minute, man. How you been? You're definitely a huge reason the growth of my channel, man. It's all you. Work is all you. The reason my channel got to where it is. Tell them I said listen to you and Nick too, I guess. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, man. All right, let's see what I got here. And that's the one I just answered. Yeah, so I hope if you have any additional, if you have more follow-up questions to that about your subscribers, go ahead. I'll try to keep an eye out for it. The next question is Haseen Plays. Hey, Haseen, how's it going, man? Very little videos can make the subscriber forget about you or you're not interested in your channel, but too much video can overwhelm them. So I wanted to ask, what's the perfect amount of videos I should upload every day, a week? That's actually a really great question. If you upload too much, there is a thing called viewer fatigue where you upload too much content for your viewers and they just start to tune out. You're bombarding them with content. People who post daily sometimes have this issue if they don't change it up enough. If you don't upload enough, yeah, they can forget about you for the time being. So this is something that you're going to have to test out. Every audience is different. Every niche is different. I can't give you like this is you do this, right? Start with once a week and see how they respond. Then do twice a week and see how they respond. Everything is 100% dependent on your particular audience. So you're going to have to test it out and see what works for your audience. You have to find where that middle ground is for your audience. Next question from Raymond Van Kampen, who says, So if someone is cyber bullying you, what do you do? So if they're doing that on YouTube, if they're leaving comments on your YouTube channel and they're trying to bully you, on the right side of the comments, let me share my screen here. 1 second. Let me come to my channel. Let me go to one of my videos here. Let me share. I'm going to show you exactly how you deal with bullies. Yeah, because people get, internet bullies are the worst. Okay, so here's what you do. If this happened on YouTube, you come down to your comment section, and you'll see over here on the right-hand side, and the exact same thing works on a phone too. This is on a phone, and this is on a desktop computer. On the right-hand side, you see 3 little dots, and if you go through, you'll see these on everybody, right? Click on the 3 little dots. You can pin the comment, which means the comment goes up and it sticks. You don't want to do that. You can remove the comment, which means it gets deleted. I don't even do this. Here's what you want to do. You can I do 2 things. If they have multiple comments, I report 1 or 2 of them first. I want YouTube to know that they're abusive or they're leaving inappropriate comments. And then the next thing I do on the next comment is I hide the user from the channel. When you hide someone from the channel, they don't know that they've been hidden. They do not get a notification. YouTube does not tell them anything, but they disappear. You'll never see them again under that username. They don't know. They continue to leave comments on your channel. They watch your videos. They can say all the mean things they want like trolls do, and they don't know that nobody can see them. They're hidden. They're gone. It's like magic. They're gone. So first, report them a couple times so YouTube is aware, and then just hide them from their channel. Poof, they're gone. That's how you deal with them. Let's see, going through the always report. Yep. Man, the chat's moving quick there. Always report. Savvy Turtle, you had a couple things in here, man, but my chat just spun a lot. I think I missed you here. Hold on. Trying to see what you... okay, question. How many days does it take after hitting 10,000 for YouTube to activate fundraisers in Creator Studio? Okay, I don't have any experience with hitting that in terms of activating the fundraiser things. You can raise money for that. But here's what I can tell you in general about YouTube is that for the past year, I don't know, 6 months to a year, they've been running behind on a lot of things, including claiming your custom URL. So previously, if you hit 100 subscribers within 30 days, right, your channel has to be 30 days old, you get 100 subscribers, and you've got channel art in your profile picture, it used to be immediate. Now people are waiting 2 and 3 weeks to actually get their custom URL. I know people are waiting to get things like stories. People are waiting to get things like the community feed. Fundraisers could be the same, where it could be a day, it could be weeks, it could be automatic. I don't know. I don't have any experience dealing with them activating fundraisers, so I can't give you a definitive answer on that. I can just tell you that YouTube has been running behind on a lot of things. Hopefully that's not one of them. Hopefully that is not one of them. Okay, next question. Next question is from Checkmate TV, who says, should I focus on one topic on my channel? I'm gaining subs slowly, and I'd like to have more along with the views. I'm looking into building a community. See, that was a great thing to add at the end. I'm looking to build a community. The answer is yes. So Heidi, Costume Co., if you're still in here, which I believe you are. So Heidi, Costume Co., and Pixel P is another example. They're building their channels around a particular niche, right? Using Costume Co. as an example, she does wonderful videos and live streams where they discuss the costumes of Hollywood and movies and that sort of thing. So because of that, she's been able to build a community of people around that because she speaks about the same topic, right? It's about costumes, okay? So if you want to build a community, the fastest way to build a community is to pick a niche and run with it. If you're doing all sorts of different things, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to build a community. Not impossible, but it's going to be a lot more difficult to get people on the same page. So you can do it. It's just going to be a lot slower. Let's see. Doug just said something. Hold on. Doug, what did you say? Doug says, I didn't know about fundraisers. Maybe it's because I'm outside of the U.S. Yeah, I don't know. So to answer your question, should you focus on a particular topic? If you can. If you know, if there's a topic that you want to your videos on, yeah, go down that topic. It'll be easier for you to grow and to build a community. Next question is Moed Aswad. It says, can I use an HDMI switcher instead of a video mixer? So an HDMI switcher, yeah, maybe. I have had some success with using like a 2-channel HDMI mixer for switching cameras. The problem that I've had is they haven't been that reliable. So yes, you can do it. I just don't know how reliable it's going to be. And I also don't know if it's going to work with every streaming platform. So it's going to have to be something that you test to see how it works with your particular platform, the cables that you have, the HDMI switcher that you have. There are some variables there. I'm now using an actual device, not a generic HDMI switcher, but I'm using the A10 Mini that I spilled coffee on today, and I'm surprised it's still working. I dumped an entire cup of coffee on it today, and it was a disaster. But that's, it's all running HDMI. So yeah, I've had that work. I've had it work with OBS. So I've used a 2-channel HDMI switcher. I did get it to work with OBS. Next question from Lele Leslie TV. I just updated the branding art on my channel. My channel is going to be about personal finance and self-care. I made the art in Canva. Can you tell me? Can you take a look? Can you tell me what you think? Yeah, we can do that. Let's take a gander here. Okay. So I'm going to pull you up. I know I said I wasn't doing channel reviews or anything, but I'm going to pull this up. So Lele Leslie TV, personal finance and self-care. Okay. Yeah. I like that you have this. Personal finance and self-care. It's pink. The color contrast is there. Piggy bank. Okay. Finance. Got some things, some self-care. Okay. To me, these are two totally different topics. That doesn't mean it's not going to work. So what I would do moving forward, let me see if you actually have any content here. Okay, you don't have any content yet. So welcome to YouTube, by the way. So I would think really long and hard about how your videos can marry the two between personal finance and self-care, right? So how you frame your videos is going to be everything. But if you're just doing, this is finance, this is finance, this is finance, this is self-care, this is self-care, this is self-care, you're going to attract two different types of audiences. So think long and hard about how you can make a self-care video or a finance video while also making it about self-care, like how to better your life, how to take care of yourself, and one of the ways is through finance, that sort of thing. So you're gonna have to be really careful with your packaging here. Also, on a personal note, on a professional note, when it comes to monetization, you are gonna get a much higher CPM for ad rates once you do get monetized. The finance niche has some of the highest paying ads of any of the niches on YouTube. So that's just a heads up. Once you do get monetized and you start getting ads for finance, right? And they start running ads on top of your videos, the CPM on that, which is how much you get paid per 1,000 views. For finance, it's really high. I don't know what it is for self-care, but finance is going to be a lot higher than self-care. For monetization purposes, I just wanted to let you know that. Banner art, the contrast is there. It's simple enough. This is a creative choice. I don't know how I feel about like cartoony emoji type things here. They're not bad. I'm not your target audience. So I'm just not sure how I feel about that personally, but the contrast is there. The colors are there. Everything is easy to read and I understand it. So for that, I think you're good to go. I think your main thing is just how you're actually going to mix personal finance and self-care. But if you figure that out, I think you're going to be all right. All right. Ken Gaming. Hey, how you doing? Is this still on? Cool, that's still on. All right. Wow, this thing is crooked. Why is this crooked? Oh, I know why it's crooked so when I spilled coffee today, I had to move all of my stuff. We're going to get that back into shape. All right, we're back. All right, next question. Comes from Women Blazing Trails. I love that name. I'm not sure if you're doing channel reviews right now, but could you please take a minute to peek at mine and let me know what you think? And if there's some opportunities for improvement, I appreciate you and love your videos. You know I said I wasn't going to do this today, but I'll take a peek. I will take a peek. Let's see. Women Blazing Trail. Are you still in the chat, by the way? You're still in the chat. So let's pull you up. Let's see if she's still in the chat. Women Blazing Trails, stand up, please. Let's see if you're still in the chat. There's been a lull in the funk. You know what? You're absolutely right.
Super chat.
Gulf Coast Granny, thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate the super chat. Narfield, how you doing? Still here. Awesome. Love it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull your channel up. By the way, thanks for waiting. Thanks for being patient. Women Blazing Trails. So let's have a look here. All right, Women Blazing Trails, weekly random videos, weekly random how-tos and topics for women over 50. Okay, so we're going to workshop this. So if I'm going to pull up one and do a review, we're going to get everybody involved on this one. Okay, and let's see how everybody. I want to see how people react to your value proposition here, which is weekly random video how-tos and topics for women over 50. Let's just see how much people have been paying attention in general. So this right here, weekly random how-tos and topics for women over 50. Based on this one thing, everybody in the chat right now, do you know, and I'm talking to, there's 88 people in here now, 88 people, do you know what this channel is about by reading this? Name of the channel is Women Blazing Trails. The value proposition is weekly random how-tos and topics for women over 50, right? Let's see. I want to see what you guys have to say about this as viewers, right? I'm obviously not a female over, I'm almost a male. I'm almost a male. That was weird. I am a male. I'm a male almost 50. But that was weird. I'm almost a man. I'm like 96.7% man. So let's see what we say. All right. So by the way, Women Blazing Trail. So we're just going to workshop this as a group and see what just general people say about this. Do they understand what your channel is about? So Beanie Draws says, get rid of random, which I agree with. No way. Okay. Remove in topics. No. Take out the word random again. Random bads. Nope. Random. You see what's happening here? So we've got all these people who are looking at this, and of course, they're not your demographic, but at the same time, they don't know what your channel is about here. 30-day review says sorta, but it needs to be more specific and take the random out of it. So I think we're all in agreement here. You're welcome on support. Oop, wrong one. I'm a woman over 50s, and I have no idea. Okay, so Pixelpia right here is your demographic. Pixelpia is your demographic, and she has no idea. There we go. No, and random is not good. All interesting, and thank you. Okay, so there's step one, right? So we need to work on your value proposition. So what I want you, and I haven't even scrolled down yet to see what your content is about. But right out of the gate, we don't know what exactly your channel is about. I agree, random, take that out. Right? And when you're talking about how-tos, and we're going to find out as we scroll down, right? So you're sort of there. You're talking about topics for women over 50. So you've got part of your value proposition there, but the beginning of your value proposition, it's just wide open. So that's where people are getting confused. So you're partially there. So I would try to define more exactly the type of content. So let's scroll down and see what you're doing here. Let's go. I'm going to go over here to your channel. So how to journal for beginners, the right and wrong way. Another weird Guatemala fruit. How to stop feeling crappy fast. It's up to you to do this. How to deal with narcissistic abuse. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to touch on here is that even though your channel art says women over 50, right? That's who your target audience is. There's nothing in your titles or your thumbnails that communicates that you're making videos for women over 50, right? So the first thing to think about is your value proposition up the top. See if you can fine tune exactly what type of videos that you're doing for women over 50. And then come up with a thumbnail strategy or video titles that are addressed towards women over 50. For example, I'm going to use this video right here. And I'm not going to say the cuss word because I don't want to get demonetized or whatever. So I'm just going to use the word crappy. Okay, so the title is How to Stop Feeling Crappy Fast. Okay, so my question to you, and Pixelpia, maybe you can chime in on this too. And let's workshop this as a group here. If she wanted to address a woman over 50 years old, and the video is how to stop feeling crappy, how do you think she could communicate that to the viewer? Right? So Pixelpia, jump in on this one, right? Because you're definitely the demographic here. So first, she says too much text in the thumbnail. Okay, and I agree. I think your thumbnails have too much text in them. I think you should strip out the amount of words, focus on a couple of key trigger words, and make your fonts bigger, bolder, and easier to read. And let's try to figure out, instead of just saying how to stop feeling crappy, keep in mind you're speaking to women over 50, right? So you could say something like, over 50 question mark, how to stop feeling crappy, or how to feel better over the age of 50. How to feel better as a woman over the age of 50, right? You're going to have to workshop that a little bit. Yeah, let's workshop this here. So tips to feel great. Okay, perfect, right there. Tips to feel great over 50. Right? You with us? Here, Tommy's got a great one here. This is for a different video. Instead of like the Guatemala fruit, best foods for best moods after 50. Right? God, I love you guys. See, this is why I love going live. I love when all of this comes together. Feel great after 50. You see where we're going with this? You guys are awesome. Yeah, right? So every video, right, start with your value proposition, right? So it could be tips on living a better life after 50. It could just be that, tips on living your best life after 50. So you're going to have to workshop this a little bit to come up with a value proposition. Tips for living your best life over 50. Then when you're putting your titles together, think about how can I communicate to the woman over 50? Or you don't even have to put woman in there. Some of them you can put woman, some of them you don't. The fact that they're going to see a female in the thumbnail, they're going to figure that out, right? I love this. Yeah. Feel great over 50. Yeah, Costume Co. right here. Look at this. Menopause could be an entire playlist. Exactly. Right? So this is how you need to start thinking about your content, right? Feel great after 50 fast. So that's your title. Man, you guys are amazing, by the way. You guys are absolutely amazing. And then when it comes to your thumbnails, you've got way too much text in them, right? You're trying to stuff your title into your thumbnail, and you don't want to do that. So like what you could do, get your title together. And if you're going to put something in here, you can be like, over 50 question mark, feel good fast. Something like that. Bold, easy to read text. Instead of trying to just stuff everything inside of there. Thumbnails, it's one of those things where the fewer words you use, the better off you are. Just keep them bold, simple, easy to read. Never put small text. Like your small, I can barely even read that, right? That's just too small. I'm almost 50. My eyes are shot. So you're talking about people over 50. They might have a difficult time reading that as well. This font, very difficult. Just, way too much text on here, right? So all of this comes down to learning how to communicate with your audience, choosing the right topics that communicate to them, talk to them over 50, female. You got a ton of ideas here. It's an amazing community. So yeah, a ton of ideas here. Workshop that, clear up your value proposition, clear up your thumbnails, clear up your titles. You can actually go back and change your titles. You don't have a lot of views yet, so it's perfectly fine for you to go back, change your thumbnails, change your titles, rewrite the descriptions so everything in there, lean on that keyword over 50, women over 50. Lean on those keyword phrases in your descriptions and in your titles sometimes. And workshop that and then come back and see us again in a couple weeks and let's see how things look then. Good luck. Cameron Kane.
Super Chat.
Thank you so much for the super chat. So should I delete my writing tip video? I'd like to build a community with readers, not writers. Also, could you review my channel art? Yes, I can, if I can find your channel. Yeah, so that's a decision you're gonna have to make. If you want readers and not writers, then it doesn't make sense to teach people how to write. So you're on the right path there, thinking, look, you understand it, right? You understand you've made a video about writers and you don't want writers. So yeah, you're on the right path. Make videos about readers. And let me look at your channel art here. I gotta find you, Cameron Kane. Give me 1 second. C-A-M-E-R-Y, Cameron Kane. See if I can find you. Nope, that's not it. Cameron, hold on here. I can't find you. Give me just a second. Cameron, Why can't I find you? K-A-Y-N-E. Cameron Kane. There it is. Sorry about that. I was spelling you incorrectly. So let me pull you up. Let me pull your channel up here. Chrome tab. Here we go. Okay. Author, paranormal romance, Cameron Kane, the Crestmere series. Okay. Let's see what you're doing here. Let's see what you're doing with your channel. So you're making content for writers. Let's see how long you've been doing this. See what you're doing here. Okay, so you haven't been, so you took a break. You took a break on YouTube. Welcome back. Welcome back to YouTube. 5 tips how to write it. Oh, I see what you did. 5 tips to write a perfect excerpt. And you're wondering, okay, yeah. I would unlist that. You don't have to delete it. You can just unlist it. So here's what I have for you in your channel art. Okay, because you're doing paranormal romance, that's a really cool niche, by the way. I understand the creepiness in terms of the font choice. But you need to be careful with that sort of thing. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to use this sort of font down in your thumbnails. Like, you're doing the right thing here, right? Like, this is really good. It's bold. It's easy to read. 5 tips how to write a perfect excerpt. You're doing the blocks behind it. Like, that looks great. I just don't want you to bring this difficult to read font into your thumbnails. I think your channel art works. I don't know if the Crestmere, if that's a famous series, if people are going to know that series, then I think that works. But here's what I would think about. Can you tell me, let me go back here. Can you tell me what it is exactly you want to do for readers? I need you to define for me, right? You made this one video about trying to help people who are writing, but can you define for me exactly the type of videos you want to make on your channels about readers? Like, what are you trying to help them do? Are you trying to introduce new paranormal books to them? Are you just reading your books to them? Can you clarify what it is that you're doing? Because what I would love to see here is whatever it is that you're doing, I would love for you to write that here. So if you're doing something for the viewer, write that and tell them what it is you're doing on your channel, right? I think that's going to be more important, because that's called your value proposition, and your value proposition is for the viewer. Your value proposition is what's in it for the viewer. What's in it for them? You're telling them in your channel art, this is what my channel is about. This is what's in it for you. This is what I do. Dark shadows. On here. I'd like to talk about my series. Okay, so we're gonna put a shift on this, and I need to welcome a channel member. So hold on 1 second.
Welcome to the Niminati.
Carter P, I thought you were a channel member already. Welcome back, or welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. When this stream is over, I'm going to put a link on my community feed to our private Facebook group. We're actually getting ready to start weekly member live streams there, so I'd love to see you over there.
Super Chat.
Women Blazing Trails, thanks. I love all of you. Yeah, make those changes and come back and see us again. Good luck. Okay, so where's it going? Okay, you'd like to talk about my series. Okay, now this is a really important part here. Okay, you were. Credit card change. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, Carter P. Yeah, okay. Welcome back. Hey, Party Rental Knowledge, how you doing? Here's the shift I want you to think about with YouTube. And this is something you're going to have to think about, right? This is probably not something that's going to come immediately. You see how you're saying, I'd like to talk about my series. Now, this works if you have a large fan base already. My apologies, you might be a very famous author. I have no idea, so my apologies for that. But if you don't have a large fan base already, right? If you don't have a large fan base who's automatically going to know who you are, then I want you to shift your thinking. Instead of, I want to talk about my series, I need you to shift your thinking and try to find a way that you can talk about your series, but you make it about them, right? Because people are coming to, like, again, if you're a known artist and you have a built-in fan base already, they're going to be more than happy to come and just hang out with you because you've built that fan base, right? Like, Matthew McConaughey, the actor, for example, started a YouTube channel. It doesn't matter what he puts on his channel. He's got a huge fan base. People are going to run over and they'll sit there and listen to him talk about whatever. So you might be in a position to where that fan base is just going to sit around and listen to you do whatever. But if that's not the case, you need to think about, instead of making it more about, I want to just talk about my series, you're going to have to find a way to shift that to make it about the viewer. And that's not an easy thing to do. But when you make that shift and you make your content about the viewer, then they feel involved. Then they feel part of what you're doing. Then they feel like, hey, this channel's for me. I like what's happening here. I'm involved with this channel. I can relate, so on and so forth. But when you make it all about you, unless you've got the fan base already, right? If you don't have the fan base and you're making it about me, come listen to me talk about my series, that's a much more difficult sell, because if people don't know you yet and it's just me, that's really hard to grow that way. So I would recommend to think long and hard what you could do to turn your series. How could you frame this to bring your audience in on this, right? Maybe you do live streaming sessions where you write with them, or maybe you can talk about how to become a writer for paranormal, right? Think about it this way. If you don't have the fan base yet, think about building a fan base first. Once you build the fan base, then it becomes easier for people to go, oh yeah, I would love to learn about that. Because a weird thing happens with YouTube where people don't care about you until they do care about you, right? People don't care about you until you've given them some amount of value, and then they do care about you. So I would think about maybe creating a series of videos first about teaching people how to write. Or see, here you go again. You want readers. I'm circling back around here. Yeah. Because we're just talking about getting away from the writing thing, right? And I just circled right back around to that. For readers, can I ask why you don't want writers? Because writers could be fans too, could they not? Herman Kane, it makes sense. Yeah, this is a tricky one in your case. So you're going to have to make that decision, right? Because I think if you were teaching people how to write, if you were teaching people how to write paranormal, if you did live streams where you did brainstorming sessions with them, or they could write with you and you could talk about your process and that sort of thing, where you brought them in and included them in your life, that's how you start to build communities. Maybe you could make videos also about, your top 5 paranormal books. Maybe you could do like a monthly thing where you do a video. This is the book of the month. I read this book this month, and you got to do a book review for a paranormal thing, right? Think first about providing value to an audience. And then once you get that audience, then you can start dripping in your own stuff in there, right? You're probably going to grow that way. You're probably going to grow faster that way if you don't have a fan base. Let's see here. Writing tips is like beating a dead horse. It is. It is. Here's the thing, though. No one teaches like you do. What I do is beating a dead horse. What I do, there's so many YouTube educators out there. We're all beating a dead horse. But the thing is, we all beat the dead horse just a little bit differently, right? That's the key. So you could beat a dead horse, but you beat it a little bit differently than the other people that are beating a dead horse, right? And I'm not saying that that's the right path, but You got me? Okay, you got me. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of in a different situation because I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring attention to yourself as an author, so on and so forth. I get that. But this is one of those things to where without a fan base already, you don't want to put the cart before the horse, right? You need to get the horse first. So you need to find ways of providing value first. Start building a little. If you can build a small community of people who are interested in paranormal books and paranormal romance, right? Then that's going to eventually become a place where it makes more sense to, like, here's a book review, here's a book review. Oh, here's my book. Hey, I'm doing a live stream. Check out, let's do this, or do a live stream where people can share their favorite books with you, and so on and so forth. So bring people in that way. I know we went all over the place on that one, but I hope that was helpful. Yeah, right on, man. You're in a little bit of a difficult spot. So, hope that was helpful. Good luck to you. Yeah, you work on that for a couple months and then come back. We can workshop this some more. It's kind of hard when, a channel doesn't have a lot of content just yet. It's kind of hard to really pick a direction. But I will say this. Once you start uploading, upload regularly. Try to upload, I'd say at least twice a month if you can. 4, it would be even better if you can. But if you notice that a particular type of video, like, hey, whenever I upload this particular type of video, I get a lot more views than when I upload this type of video, lean into the one that's bringing you views and figure out ways to do more like that. Yes, you have to provide value to my audience. Gotcha. By the way, that font is in my novel. Gotcha. I would never use that as a thumbnail. Oh, perfect. Right on. Right on. So many great tips for, yes, absolutely. YouTube hasn't cared about me for almost 6 years, but I haven't given YouTube good enough content in order to get noticed. There you go. Right there. See, so many people are caught up in the YouTube, the algorithm hates me, YouTube hates small channels, so on and so forth, but you're owning it right there. Like, if you make videos that people respond to, you make videos that people are looking for, you make thumbnails that people want to click on, it's only a matter of time, because everybody's channel is the same. When you upload a video, YouTube will show it to somebody only if it's one person, only if it's 2 people, and they immediately start collecting that data from those people. And if it's negative data, the video is dead. If it's positive data, they show it to just a little more people. Might only be 1 more person, might be 2 people, might be 20 people, but that's how things get rolling on a per video basis. So man, just keep going, keep trying different things. You'll get there. I love that you're still going, right? You've got the discipline to keep uploading. I love it. Look at all the love we've got going in here for Women Blazing Trails. I love it. You guys are awesome. Godforsaken Country, how are you doing? Nice to see you in here. I think I got another question. Next question comes from Today for Kids, who says, the channel started out as a daily calendar for educators and parents, but then I started creating videos that corresponded with what we discussed in our calendar time, crafting, baking, songs. The video with the most views was a singing paper shamrock for St. Patrick's Day. Do these types of videos confuse the algorithm? They can confuse YouTube, yes. Should I create sister channels for those topics? I originally wanted viewers to just have one place to find everything, but I'm nervous it's conflicting for viewers and confusing the algorithm. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is, and YouTube says this themselves, the YouTube algorithm, well, first of all, there's algorithms. There's multiple algorithms, but the algorithm follows the audience. That's it, right? The more you get people to click, the longer you get people to watch, the more the algorithm sees that and says, okay, well, this person likes this particular type of content. Therefore, this is the type of person who likes the content. We've got all this other data on all these other users who like similar content. So we're going to show this video to those people as well. And then because those people liked your videos, there's a great chance that they're going to continue to show them your videos when you upload them. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. And looking at your channel here, yeah, I'm actually going to pull your channel up because there's something that you don't want to do here. Okay, so when you're putting like calendar time, like this means nothing to YouTube. This means nothing to nobody except the people who understand what calendar time is, right? Happy birthday, Jackson. Yeah, like I'm really not sure what's going on here with your channel. So you're making some sort of kids content. Calendar time, craft time. Okay, now I don't know what direction you want to go in, but stuff like this, these are video, like that's something on their own, right? That overhead shot, the blue background, like that's channel worthy by itself. And I understand so one of those is a YouTube short, but like what you don't want to do is you don't want to like craft time. You don't want to do that. You don't need craft time. You don't need calendar time, right? What you want to do, like if you're doing those sorts of videos, like how to make a unicorn craft from, okay, we're going to do this. How to make unicorn, let's just say, make unicorn craft. Okay, so this would be a title. How to make unicorn crafts out of paper. How to make unicorn crafts out of paper toilet rolls, right? Like that's how I would focus this. Because as you start to type this stuff in here, you're going to see these are queries that people are actually searching for. So like if the title, I think you're making this out of a toilet paper roll. So how to make unicorn crafts out of paper toilet rolls. Because the keyword phrase would be, right, you know, unicorn crafts out of paper, or just unicorn crafts. Unicorn crafts is actually the main keyword. Paper would be an additional one. So in terms of your channel succeeding, yeah, you're going to have to really rethink what you're doing here. Do you want to do craft stuff? Do you want to do your calendar time? Because you've got so much different stuff here. I do like this top-down shots. These are top-down shots where you're teaching people how to do things, but I feel like this alone is its own channel, right? Right? How to make a paper origami puppy dog, right? So let's go back up here. So paper origami, right? So right, I just put in paper origami easy. So let's just do how to make paper origami. So how to make paper origami. I'm going to put a space. I'm going to type in A. How to make paper origami animals. How to make paper origami Among Us. Easy. It's the game. How to make paper origami, right? See what's happening here? These are things that people are looking for. I'm going to get rid of A. I'm going to type in a B. How to make a paper origami bird, butterfly, so on and so forth. I'm going to make a C, right? Let's go over to dog. Let's put in a D. How to make a paper origami dog. That would have been the title for your origami dog. Get rid of craft time. Get rid of, don't try to stuff puppy and dog. Pick one. So you can make one on how to make a paper origami dog, but then another one could be a puppy or puppet. Interesting. See, nobody's even looking for puppy on here. So just how to make a paper origami dog, right? Like that would be the title of that. So moving forward, you're going to have to make the decision, you know, as a creator to which direction. But I agree, the stuff that you're doing, it's a hodgepodge of stuff. But because you are making those crafts, I think you have huge potential on that one. It's all about titling your titles correctly and titling them in a way that people are actually looking for them. So people know, oh, this is how you make an origami dog. Click, and then they learn how to do it, right? So that's what I would do. If you're doing calendar times like that, yeah, that's another channel. I would consider other channels for that. But you're doing like craft stuff, put all that craft stuff on one channel, the top-down shot. The titling is everything on that one. We got another super chat. Some last funk. I need to finish editing tomorrow's videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Yep. My pleasure. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the amazing live stream tonight. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the amazing questions. You guys are too much. If you enjoyed yourself, smash a thumbs up on this. Let me know you enjoyed yourself. And I will see you guys next Sunday. And if you're a new channel member, welcome. I am going to put a link on the community feed to the private Facebook group as soon as this is over. I will catch you guys next week.